I notice when I watch these back, there's a slight delay in when you can see me talking versus when I start talking. So, welcome, welcome. I don't want to say anything too important until I know we're connected. Awesome, I think we're on. I've got my computer over here so I can actually keep up with your comments. So if you see me look over here, it's because I'm checking on the chat to see where we're at. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. I was just sort of peeping over at the chat while I was getting ready and setting up for this live stream. I think I want to just send love to Mrs. K, or is it Miss K? But I saw that you had surgery recently, so I just wanted to send love your way, and I hope this video keeps you entertained while you're healing. Also, I tried to turn the fans down so that the audio isn't too bad. So we'll see how long I last, because it's hot in Australia, so if I start sweating like crazy, I'm going to be turning stuff back on, okay? Welcome everybody. Welcome. I think I'm just going to start by introducing, oh thank you so much for the beautiful comments, by the way, thank you. I'm going to start by introducing what I'm doing today, and we'll slowly get into the Zodiac readings. So if you just happen to, stop by and you didn't see any of the promo or anything on Instagram, today's reading is going to be a predictions reading. It's more so just having a look at what the end of 2021 can offer you based on your Zodiac sign. I wanted to do it this way so that we have diversity. To be honest with you, this week is going to be a busy week for me in terms of personal life, as well as what's going on with the Hermit Tarot shop. So I get so much out of these live streams with you. The energy that this community has is insane, and it's so much more, what's the best word for it? Like energizing, I guess, than just me sitting in a room filming picker groups by myself. I get so much more out of actually coming onto these live streams with you. So I thought, instead of me pre-recording and spending a whole bunch of time editing, let's just do a live stream. We'll get our end of 2021 predictions, and I'll make sure that I do it a Zodiac reading so that you can have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus, whatever you want to have a look at. So if you need to get your astro chart ready, if you want to get your natal chart ready, if you're not too sure where certain planets are in your houses, you can go and do that and make sure you got your stuff ready. It could be a longer reading. Live streams just tend to be that way because we get distracted. In terms of we, I mean me. So I will be looking over to the chat and just checking on y'all and seeing how you're going as I'm going as well. And we're going to be doing it consecutively. I don't have the mental capacity to spice it up. So I'm literally going to start with Aries and we'll go all the way down to Pisces. That's how we'll do it. So that's what's going to be happening. Today's video is going to be a reading video, and we're going to look at what your zodiac sign can expect for the end of 2021. I think that's it. Without further ado, get your water ready, get your tea ready if that's where you are in the world, get your coffee ready, your hot, maybe chocolate, maybe it's cold where you are. I wish it was cold. I'm sweating so much nowadays. Oh my lord. I'll be updating timestamps and the decks that I'm using at the end of the live stream as well. But if you recognize a deck and somebody's asking about it in the chat, please comment, help each other out, support the community. Let's get into it. I've already smoked my area. I've smoked the house. I've smoked Kirk because he's been, oh lord, I don't even want to blame him. We've both just been driving each other crazy. There he is. Driving each other crazy. So this is an important situation. It's a live stream. You can't do this. All right, let's get into it. Starting with beautiful Aries. What can Aries expect for the end of 2021? I just want to check actually. Does anybody have any questions before I get into this? Does anybody have any questions? Does Kirk react to name calling? He knows his name, if that's what you mean. He knows his name. He's very smart. He's just selective. So, yes. Yeah, Kirk's meows. Listen, I still freak out over them. So, that makes two of us, sweets. That makes two of us. So you can choose any one near. You can choose rising, moon, sun. For me personally, I look at all three. I look at all three with zodiac readings, and then I just get an average. That's how I do it. And I thought instead of doing just 3 picker groups, it would be better to do zodiac signs so that we have so many groups to choose from. So I just want to also add cross watchers beware. Okay, you know what I'm like when I read. I'm honest, I'm truthful. So if you're checking on somebody else in their sign, I don't mean to throw tea or shade your way, but I'm going to be reading as if I'm reading for you watching. So just beware if you're cross watching. Okay. All right, we'll start with Aries now, Spirit. Ooh, that was quick. We have the High Priestess reversed for Aries coming out first. What can Aries expect for the end of 2021, Spirit? Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands, something you're not expecting. Interesting. I think Sagittarius is going to have a big push for you, sweet. Sagittarius season this November to mid-December is going to be really good for you, Aries. What can Aries expect for the rest of 2021? Oh, we have another major arcana. The Empress coming out reversed for you. Oh, no, my bad. It just flipped itself. It wants to be upright. You're growing something here. I feel like, listen, some of y'all, this could literally be a child, okay? With the Ace of Wands and the Empress, we're looking at a birth. We're looking at something that is being born into the end of the year, and it's something that is going to last as well. This has longevity behind it. Aries, you can expect to finish the end of this year with some newfound sense of accomplishment. It feels like we're nurturing this into 2022. So for those of you who really don't see anything drastic changing that fast, what I can see for all Aries people is that there's going to be something here born into conception the end of 2021, and we're really nurturing it in 2022. We're really fostering it and growing it. We almost are treating this like something that blindsides us. It's almost like we're not expecting it, Aries. You're kind of looking at this opportunity and going, oh, that's not something that I planned for. So if you're not planning for children and you don't want children, this is your sign. This is your heads up, sweets. This is your heads up to protect yourself. But aside from babies, there is just this idea of you birthing something and nurturing it and really wanting to grow here. This is something that you're passionate about, Aries. It's something that seems to strike like a really protective chord within you as well. Like you want to foster it is what it feels like. That's why I keep feeling like it's a child, but I don't want to just pigeonhole you into that corner. So I just want you to know that it's something you're very passionate about. You feel protective over it. You're growing it in 2022, really trying to make it something that has longevity. And it's not necessarily something you were expecting, but it's one of those things that once it's here, you can't imagine life without it. With the High Priestess reverse, it's like I didn't plan for it, but now that it's here, I can't imagine life without it. Is there anything else Aries needs to know about the end of their 2021, Spirit? Yeah, so this is beautiful, especially if you have been struggling with your moods. Maybe Scorpio season really took you for a ride. I see you being very happy. I see a lot of coming together, the right people coming back into your life if you've missed some loved ones. I see just a lot of happy holidays for you, to be honest. We're going to get a lot of messages like that as a collective, because regardless of religion or cultural practices, the end of the year is all about coming together for a lot of civilizations and societies. So there is definitely that feeling for you as well, coming together. You have a lot of fire in your reading, but it's mostly that sort of Sagittarius Leo fire. I want to say that there's so much indication of a child here. There is so much. Protect yourself if you don't want children. If you are trying for children, there's so much potential here. The Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the Sun. I mean, yeah, it's like all lights are green, all systems go. I can also tell with the Sun that there's just this feeling of like positivity and reunion, uplifted mood, the right people around us. Yeah, a real sense of harmony. What else is going on for Aries, please, Spirit, with Tarot? And then we're going to get some Oracle cards as well. What else is going on for Aries with Tarot, please, Spirit? Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups upright flashing itself for me. Did I say love? I meant to say the end of 2021. We have the Ace of Swords reversed now. Oh my days. So you got three aces here, however they want to come out. The Ace of Cups is just hiding itself. There's a specific message for you, love never left. So I feel like we could be having some people resurface towards the end of the year, or just thoughts of them being very present. You have loved ones around you. There is just a strong feeling of like protection, and if you are around children, I feel like these children are just sort of bringing in so much pure, joyful love that is going to make you feel some type of way. I feel cluckiness in your energy. I'm not a clucky person, but this kid energy just can't escape your reading. Whether it's the idea of like joyful, like childlike joy, or whether it's this feeling of wanting to nurture and protect something, whether it's this feeling of you trying to get back your childhood sort of connection. Like there's also this weird nostalgia in your group, but it's not sad, it's not melancholy, it's more like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like, wow, I remember having that lolly when I was a kid. I used to love that ice cream. That's what it kind of feels like. You're really having these sort of flashbacks with the Ace of Swords reversed. It's almost like certain things pop up, but you're looking at them happily. It's so strange. I just feel like your energy is going to surprise you. Sentimental vibes for your group. Other than that, I don't see any reason to be concerned about money. Money has been not wanting to be present in your group. So I'm going to switch to Oracle cards now and see what Oracle cards can tell us. Okay, there's a little bit of money. The Knight of Pentacles. I want to say don't get too carried away. The Knight of Pentacles is saying when it comes to your spending, especially with the sales seem to be coming to mind for you. Just try not to dip into that emergency fund, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, keep that emergency fund there. Some of you may have saved money for this time of the year as well, and you're finally being able to use it. It just feels like you're being very responsible with your finances. So if that's not necessarily resonating, let's see what the Oracle cards can tell us. I don't see any reason to be concerned about money for you, Aries. The main message here is just some sort of this childlike energy being around you and making you feel very sentimental and wanting to nurture 2022, making you want to be surprised. It's like you don't really want to plan unless it's like practical planning with the Knight of Pentacles. Everything else you just want to be sort of surprised. Okay, Aries, please, Spirit, what else do they need to know? This is beautiful. What else do they need to know about 2022? Oh my gosh, romance. What's going on? What's happening? Aries. Anything else, Spirit, from this deck that they need to know? For some of you, this is a relationship. Yeah, we have the Sun again. This is, there's somebody in your life that's just making you so, so happy. And I had to keep it general in the beginning, but I'm starting to see that this is romance for a lot of you. This is somebody who is really stirring feelings. And they don't have to be well established, because we have all these aces. There feels like this is a new opportunity. I can't deny that the Ace of Wands is a rebirth at times, and the Sun card can be a reunion, but it more so feels like you're proud and you're wanting to almost show somebody off as well. So I want to say that you end this year just in a really positive energy. Like, you've let bygones be bygones. You've forgiven people from your past. It sounds beautiful, but there's so much optimism here with two Sun cards. I can't deny that you just seem to end this year with a bang, a beautiful positive bang. I'm going to get some more Oracle cards, and then we'll tie up your reading with some advice, as well as any other little messages that Spirit has about the end of 2021. What can Aries expect for the end of 2021? Spirit, do you have any advice for Aries? Do you have any advice for Aries? Yeah, that's... Oh. Stop. If you have a crush on someone, your advice is to shoot your shot. If you have the opportunity, shoot your shot. Okay, so first of all, the cards that came out primarily, or should I say initially, man holding a heart, throat chakra, and all tied up. So Aries, what I'm seeing here is that the end of 2021 for you seemingly brings out this sort of romantic, sentimental, caring, kind side. You just seem to be so like devoted. You seem to have this sort of sentimental desire to really nurture and foster your connections. If there is a romantic partner in your life, I feel you really wanting to integrate them with your other communities, like your families, or just wanting all your groups to kind of come together, and you want all your loved ones like in the same room almost. You just have this beautiful feeling of appreciating those around you and feeling appreciated as well. It's like the synergy. Your romantic, your platonic, your family connections are all flowing very well, and that seems to be your focus for the end of the year. I see when it comes to money, you are being called to think long term. If you had money put aside for this time of the year, stick to your plan in terms of how you're going to be spending it, and make sure you stick to that budget. Make sure you stick to whatever it is that you had planned to do with your finances and with your career. If you plan to take time off at a specific time, make sure you stick to whatever plan you have when it comes to money and career. I see that 2022 is going to be about growth and just nurturing the opportunities that you've taken towards the end of this year. You're staying open, you're staying optimistic, and it is allowing this beautiful synergy in your relationships. I see that you are going to be busy. So there is a message here that you're not, you're not super person, superman, superwoman. Just be careful about what you commit yourself to. You just seem to have this sort of push to want to be everywhere for everyone, because you have this really strong connection to the people in your life as we wrap up this year. So you're going to be busy in a good way. I don't see you being exhausted. I see you having so much energy and just feeling very hopeful. You're going to have flashbacks as we end this year. Little things are going to trigger your memories in a helpful way. I feel like it helps bring about ideas that you've maybe neglected to feed energy into. There may be an idea here that helps you really get over an issue that you've been facing for quite some time, an issue with your finances or an issue with like a relationship. It's like being around these people helps certain things just fall into place. So any troubles that you seem to have, all of a sudden here's the solution presenting itself, and you're like, wow, it just seems like you're really tying up a lot of loose ends here. I see a lot of synergy. Look at this, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, you're just feeling loved, you feel surrounded by love, and you just feel like there's not a heck of a lot going wrong, which is beautiful. You're in an awesome energy to start our zodiac readings off with. There is this message here with all of this sort of sun energy, all this Leo energy. There is this message of don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. We have 2 full moons for you. So I want to say that at some point, like, emotions could be running high. I see a healing conversation here with a loved one, and the opportunity to say what you need to without projecting more hurt into that connection. It's like you're able to finally have this healing conversation. It could be with a mother or with like a feminine energy, because you have so much feminine energy in your reading, Aries, which is very surprising. A lot of feminine energy here, but we just seem to be able to have this healing conversation without projecting more pain. I see that you are being called to speak with my musical messages oracle deck. Spirit saying that you need to really talk about what you're interested in, assert yourself into the conversation when it comes to things that you want to say and people that you want to talk to. You have a very confident finish to this year, and it could lead you to feeling very confident and able to talk to people who you'd normally be too afraid to talk to, like crushes, right? Like people who make you a little bit nervous, like people who you may have had to lend forgiveness to. Maybe in the past you just didn't have time, you didn't have energy, you were like, no, I'm not going to go that way. For whatever reason, I see a lot of healing conversations. I see you getting a lot of like wrapping up a lot of loose ends here, and just having the opportunity to really push yourself forward into your healing energy with these 2 beautiful cards here, Catalyst and Healer. I see you really talking about the past in helpful healing ways, and I see you really trying to move forward. So your 3 main songs are Fade Into You by Maisie Starr, right? There's this beautiful sort of feeling of connection with this song, this feeling of like just wanting to be closer to people. And we also have Closure by Lil Nas X. So just this feeling of you wrapping up loose ends. And we also have Hot Tub Dream Machine by Toby Lou. So Aries, you just have this feeling as though you're looking back at the past in a little bit of like a reflective way. You're getting flashbacks, but I don't feel you lingering. I don't feel you feeling sad. I feel you getting really sort of positive about like, yeah, that happened, but this is the present now. And look at all that I have in the present. Look at everything that I have right here, right now. I'm not looking left, I'm not looking right, I'm looking here, straight ahead. Wow, Aries, beautiful energy for you. Oh my gosh. I hope you're proud. I hope you're happy because you have a lot to look forward to, sweets. So if you are Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or cross-watching, that's what Aries can expect for the end of 2021. With little Easter eggs as well about 2022. How exciting. I'm just going to quickly shuffle these and we'll get into Taurus next. Support your Aries people. I'm curious to know how many Aries people are watching live, by the way. Aries Venus. Oh, Aries Venus. There's so much love here. There's so much love here. It's amazing. Closure, interest, healing, talking. You had the throat chakra twice, once in my musical oracle deck and also in the energy oracle deck. So I do see healing conversations. Yeah, there's just this beautiful feeling of getting to say things and do things, moving forward. Yeah, a lot of communication for you that is helpful. All right, I'm just quickly going to do this every time, so get used to it. I have to cleanse the energy. I don't want to mix the two. So we're going to move forward into Taurus now. Cleansing the energy. Let's leave Aries where it was in its beautiful positive energy, and we'll move forward into Taurus. Notorious Taurus. Okay. Taurus, please, Spirit. Who is a Taurus baby? I've got a Taurus moon, so I'll probably look back at this, but I got to get into the zone for now. Group Taurus. What can Taurus expect for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? What can Taurus expect for the end of 2021? Stop it. Y'all, I can't make this up. We have the sun again. Do we have Taurus Aries cusps here or something? I see you trying. Your message isn't quite the same, Taurus, but you are trying. You're trying. You may have Aries friends, but listen, the cards that came out for you first, we have the Sun, we have the Hanged Man. I swear to God, I shuffled this. We have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. Some of y'all are feeling a little bit left out. I'm not gonna lie. These feelings could be starting already. That's not how you're supposed to end the year, but there is this feeling of like missing out on certain things. Now, Taurus, for some of y'all, you're really trying to stay positive. You're really trying to get to this beautiful sun, this beautiful warm energy. Some of you are really working towards reunion with loved ones as well, especially if you're planning on covering a distance. Take it if it resonates. But I feel that there is something that you have to consider before the end of the year. It could have to do with the way you want to start next year, or something big that you're working towards, but you have a lot on your mind. You're similar to Aries in the sense of you're in your feels, but you're struggling to stay as present. You're really focusing on being optimistic and trying to kind of pull together for your loved ones. But I see that you do have some heavy thoughts on your mind. You seem to be really wanting more. You want to make the right decision. So whatever it is that you have to do, you're wanting to be careful and you're wanting to make sure that you do what is best for you and your loved ones. The Hanged Man tells me that you're in a very reflective mood as this year ends. And I want to say that some people trigger this mood as well. It could be friends, because we do have a feeling here of like being emotionally separated from certain social people that you want to be closer with. But for whatever reason, it's people that are in our lives that are making us sort of really think about how we want to invest in our relationships in 2022. The end of this year sort of has a sentimental pull for you as well, but in a way of what should I be taking more seriously? Where do I need to pull my socks up? Where do I need to be more invested? And where do I need to distance myself? What isn't making me feel good about myself? How come every time I see that person, they make me feel like this? No, this isn't about you. So I feel like with the Three of Cups reversed, there's this almost this feeling of missing out. Like maybe if you are a part of a bigger group, you feel like you're on the outskirt a little bit at the end of the year. And it just makes you think like, well, what do I do about this? Literally, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to make the wrong move. I don't want to do something that I'm going to regret. So what do I do about this? Some of you were anticipating reunion with someone that you really care about and it just didn't come into fruition. So you're kind of like, okay, so how do I protect my heart moving forward? But how do I also stay open to connection moving forward? And with the Ace of Cups reversed, it leaves you in this position where you're being very selective about your emotions. You're being very selective about who you give yourself to and what you prioritize. If somebody wants you home for the holidays, but you don't want to be a part of their world, then you're saying, no, I'm sorry, I'm not coming home. I know that you love Christmas, but I've got this going on right now and it's making me so happy, and every time we get together I just don't feel that. So you're being very selective, especially if you come from like a blended family or they're sort of separated or something, and people want you here at 11 o'clock, but then by lunchtime you got to be there, and then for dinner you got to be here. You're just kind of like, nah, I'm out. What else can you tell Aries about the, Taurus? Aries, stay where you are. Taurus, what else can you tell Taurus about the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Oh yeah, you're working hard. Some of you guys are working hard to prove people wrong. You're like, you know what? You want to leave me in the dust? I'm just going to get better. I see your mind changing, okay? I see you expanding here. I see you either trying to cut people off before they hurt you, or having to have some pretty difficult conversations with people. I just want to say, Taurus, if you are a beautiful, big-hearted, loving person, don't let people take advantage of you and your big heart, because as the year wraps up, it's like you're trying your best to make people happy and to stay happy for people, but try not to get wrapped up into people pleasing, Taurus. I could see how it could get really bad because you have this beautiful way of just giving and dedicating yourself to tasks. And it's in a way where people take you for granted sometimes. So for the end of 2021, I see that for most of you, you need to focus on investing energy into what is meaningful for you, having enough time to pause and slow down every now and then to be able to see who isn't giving equally, to be able to see where you need to hold your emotions back, and to be able to see where you want to go next. Because with the Three of Swords coming out for you, this isn't necessarily heartbreak, it's like foreshadowing what could happen. And I see that for many of you, you're instigating this. You're having this difficult conversation with that loved one and going, I'm sorry, but no, there's not going to be this moving forward. 2022, I'm focusing on my little crew, and we're going to have to separate. So it's very interesting for you. You've got some big decisions to make, and there's no rush here. 2021, as you wrap it up, puts you in a position where you're very reflective about your relationships. You're very reflective about what makes you feel good, what doesn't. And you're trying to just stay focused on getting better. Much like revenge here, you have the opportunity to work on something that you feel very dedicated to, so you're going to keep doing it. Some of you might be working all the way through the holidays and it's a helpful distraction for you, but I see you starting 2022 feeling very hopeful about your finances. This is a positive point of focus for you, so you're going to keep investing energy towards it. Let's get some oracle cards out now. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but I feel we had to talk about that just to get all the possibilities out. There might be a lot more Taurus people than I expected here. Okay, Spirit. Can we get some advice for Taurus for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? some advice for Taurus? Yeah, you're reevaluating something here. You're really trying to focus on your money, and it's because there's something here that is proving to be very prosperous. Whatever effort you put in, you will be rewarded. So you're wanting to be very, very focused on that. You're wanting to make sure that you put your attention towards that, and that whatever you do it well, because you know you'll be rewarded. So if you're not there yet, this is a sign that the end of 2021, you're going to be feeling very hopeful about your finances. A lot better position than you started 2021 with. Can we get some advice for Taurus, please? End of 2021. Advice for Taurus. Oopsie daisy. The cards are going everywhere. You know what? I'm going to have to get more. What is the advice for Taurus, please, Spirit? Ooh. Yeah, we could have some Aries Taurus cusps here because some of the cards are crossing over, but I was going to do a collective reading just to see like where our energy is as a collective, but I'm already getting a lot of themes, and obviously we know with the end of the year there's so many holidays, there seems to be this nostalgic or sentimental pull in a lot of signs. So honestly, you are reevaluating something here. With contract reverse, the end of 2021 is about you looking at what isn't working and trying to figure out what you want to do about that. This could be talking about work situations for some of you, but it is definitely addressing partnerships, relationships, and things that aren't harmonious. If something isn't working like this, you're just butting heads, you're going to be figuring out, well, is there a better way to do it so that we can come together like that? Or should I just separate altogether? I just feel like the end of this year has you really questioning something that you previously had your loyalty towards. We also have action and woman holding a coin. So I feel that many of you are going to be focused on your money. For whatever reason, there's an opportunity here to really grow. And it's happening in a way where immediate like rewards. If you put this effort in, you will see results almost immediately, and there'll be opportunities to cultivate it as well. So you're really wanting to jump on that. You see that as a helpful distraction. I also think that you are going to be taking a break though, that is going to really give you time to think about what you want to do with your relationships. But for whatever reason, money is like a helpful distraction for you, and it's also helping you gain some sort of independence back with your finances that helps you look at your situation in a more realistic way. For some of you, you weren't really looking at relationships in your life realistically because you may have been financially dependent on them, or they may have been like a form of escapism instead of focusing on the severity of your money or your career. So now that money's doing well, we're able to look at other areas of our life more realistically. Take that if it resonates. It's a weird side message there. Sorry, I am sweating. I can also see that there is something here that you really don't want to rush, and it has to do with this relationship business. You don't want to make the wrong move, so you're not going to rush ahead and make the wrong move. This is the cardinal moon card in the reverse. You're going to really wait and see what happens. And with Virgo reversed, it's almost like you're waiting for something to fail before you do something. You're just going to wait. You're going to give it another chance. And if this doesn't work this time, then you're going to take away from the situation. But I also see that you're not going to be the one to kind of force this to end or force this to kind of come to a head either. I want you to know that you're going to end this year feeling very accomplished and much more secure in yourself, in your money especially, than what you started this year with. I also see that you are going to feel more accomplished coming into 2022. You feel like you're ready for the year in a good way. Despite what's going on with your feelings and this needing to make a decision, you as an individual, you feel like you're ready for the year. Spirit is saying your advice is to not shy away from the conversations that you need to have. You got Vishuddha as well, your throat chakra. And with the 3 of Swords, this could be that difficult conversation that you need to have, but you're only going to have it when you know what you want to say and when you can see how that conversation is going to be helpful. So I just think that generally speaking, this being advice is saying when you're ready, make sure you communicate from a place where you're being honest and you're using that opportunity to express how you truly feel. I see an opportunity here to really relax. That's why the sun came out first. You're really needing to take your moments when you have them to rest and to treat the holiday period like a holiday. Because you are someone who's very motivated in other areas of your life, when you do have time to wind down, wind down. Every Day is a Holiday by Dope Lemon coming out for you first in terms of the song cards. We also have Guilty Conscience by 070 Shake. Now, this song is about acceptance in my deck. Depending on whether you know that song personally, you may disagree. But in my deck, I chose to associate it with the emotion acceptance. Love this song. It's very controversial in its own little way, and for you, that's what it feels like, stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Your advice is to accept reality for what it is, however difficult that pill is to swallow. You don't necessarily need to take action straight away, but that acceptance is going to help you look at things more realistically so that you can eventually move forward and express yourself honestly moving forward as well. This card, I feel like I need to read the lyrics for you. I didn't do this for the other cards, but the lyrics that I've put on this card is, I don't want to think nothing bad. I caught you, but you never caught me. I was sitting here waiting on karma. There goes my guilty conscience. And that's what this Three of Cups reversed with the Ace of Cups reversed felt like. It feels like you feel like you're missing out. You may feel estranged from somebody or from a social group over the holidays, and it's just pushing you closer towards your goals. You're like, I'm just going to get better. I'm not going to get even. I'm not even going to get jealous. I'm just going to get better, and I'm going to be better. 2022 is going to be new me. And honestly, that helps you move forward. But I see that if these people are trying to come back into your life, we need to look at the situation realistically and maybe have those honest conversations. Like, actually, I need to focus on me right now. So that's what I see for you, Taurus. I'm sorry if that was a little tangent at the end, but that's what I'm seeing for you so far. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to have to wrap this up and move forward to Gemini. To be honest with you, I'm very proud of you because I feel like it's very hard for you to stay positive, but you're really doing it, and you're doing it for the people that you really love and who love you. And it feels like you have a lot to be proud of, despite whatever this emotional issue is. You have a lot of reasons to be proud. You have a lot of reasons to feel celebrated. And the right people who see that are going to be there celebrating with you. So don't worry too much about that heaviness that you need to figure out, right? It's not something that should take away from all of the happy moments that you will be having. Whatever this is, we can swallow that pill when it's time to. For now, just focus on you getting better, because I do see that you have every reason to be proud of yourself as you end this year. We'll move forward to Gemini now. Let me shuffle these cards really well. That Sun card just loves us today. I'm not mad. If I was going to be haunted by any tarot card, the Sun card would be the card I'd want to be haunted by. But it just makes me wonder if there are Aries, Taurus cusps. Okay. And just like before, we're going to cleanse the energies again to make sure we're not transferring. Unless y'all are Taurus, Gemini cusps, then we're going to be transferring. But with intentions, please, Spirit, can I cleanse all energy so that we may prepare for Gemini's reading? Thank you, thank you. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. How many Geminis do we have here today? Oh, we got a Cancer. Excellent. All right, Spirit. Gemini, please. What can Gemini expect for the end of 2021? Oh, look at you. This is you, Gemini. Page of Swords reversed always makes me think of Gemini. What can Gemini, and when it's upright, what can Gemini expect for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Stop. That was the Sun card again trying to come out. We have the Knight of Wands coming out in the reverse. What can Gemini expect for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? We have the Six of Wands coming out. I know I looked apprehensive, but that's a really good energy for you. I'm just apprehensive about you. You're skeptical about something here. What's going on with Gemini for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Okay, you're skeptical about, it could be a relationship. You're purposefully putting distance between yourself and somebody else. Some of y'all could have gotten cold feet against somebody who you were entertaining in your life, but you're still curious about them, keeping tabs on them on the low. What is going on for Gemini end of 2021, Spirit? Any other messages? Yeah, Eight of Cups reversed. So you end this year really just wanting to focus on moving away from something. You aren't really moving towards anything, right? Like you're moving in the dark almost. You're like, I don't know what the heck 2022 has in store for me, but I hope it's nothing like 2021. I'm ready to just bury 2021. I'm ready to turn the light off and close the door and never open that door again. Lock the door, burn the key, melt it down, and just never go back to that ever again. So it might have been a really rough year for you, Gemini. It could have been very challenging, could have had to really deal with some pretty big emotional issues, or you could have just started to feel these issues compound towards the second half of this year. Maybe it was just a whole lot of little stuff that started to really get to you. But you end this year just wanting to bury it. Like, nah, I'm moving forward. I want to go to something new. So I see you spending time with people very similar to you, whether these are colleagues, family. It feels more like siblings, to be honest with you. It feels more like people who feel similar to you. You trust them. You want to spend quality time with them, and you want only them as well. You're being very selective. You admire these people as well, but you can also appreciate that these people like respect and trust you. So it feels like with the Three of Pentacles as your bottom deck energy, you're ending this year just being very careful about who you collaborate with and who you keep in your inner circle. I see you with the Page of Swords reversed, really just trying to, it's interesting because you've outgrown a situation here, but you're not able to physically leave it yet. So you're sitting there skeptical, sort of death staring whoever gets too close and whoever tries you. For some of you, this is about not really knowing where to next. You know you've outgrown something, but you don't know what to do next. So you're just trying to end this year staying open-minded, a little bit jaded by what you've been through this year, but also just trying to, you know, keep an open mind, not trying to be too attached or detached at the same time. It's so interesting. For some of you, you really need a break at the end of this year. You really need to try to take some time off, and you need to actually just get away from this situation so that it stops stressing you out, because some of this is stress and people just making you feel more stressed than you need to. With the Knight of Wands reversed, it's like you want to get away, but you can't. So I feel like there's something here that could be planned. Maybe you need to be careful about who you tell as well. You don't want to advertise this. Listen, this is a very interesting message for you, Gemini. I don't know if I've got like a lot of different Geminis who are going through a lot of different things, but on one hand, it just feels like you need to get away from something, but you're struggling to. You're feeling frustrated. And with the Knight of Wands reversed, it's like you don't have to want to do it again, but you kind of need to keep it. Like until this year finishes, you have to keep doing it. It's almost like you're hoping 2022 will be very, very different to the point where you don't have to do something like this again. But until 2022 comes, you still have to do this. You have to make sure you finish doing this. So I just want to say with the Knight of Wands reversed, also tangent if you're planning travel, just be very careful here, because with that Knight of Wands reversed, something unexpected could happen with those travel plans that puts a little bit of a spanner in the works. So just make sure you've got your travel insurance. Just make sure you're keeping up to date with like news, all of that practical stuff. I got to give you that practical advice, because with the Knight of Wands reverse, something does not necessarily go according to plans here, and it does throw a little bit of a spanner in the works, and it makes us very frustrated, to say the least. It's nothing that can fully ruin you, because with your center card being the Six of Wands, you're going to make whatever environment you're in your like safe, you know, happy place. You're going to make it something that you can still be you in, if that makes sense. But I do see a little bit of like last minute changes here to the end of your year that just make you feel like, oh, really? And it could be as simple as maybe you're the last person to leave your work. You know, everybody else is shutting down for the holidays and they ask you to stay back. It could be as simple as that. It could be as drastic as you had flights booked to XYZ and those flights had to be postponed or delayed. You know, whatever it is, it's just like these last minute, and it makes you kind of go, oh, but you do it, you get through it, and you're able to have your moment in the sun here. With the Six of Wands, the other reason this card is here is that I do see people like looking at you as, wow, you're a strong, bloody person. And I feel like you need to surround yourself with more of those people as well. I feel like you may have some people who are low-key jealous of you, but these are people that don't know you well, Gemini. They don't know what you've been through, and they don't know what you're fronting as well. Like, you're putting this face on and people are only seeing the face. You have so much more going on beneath the surface here, and I think that surrounding yourself with those fickle people isn't going to give you what you're craving. It seems like you really need to end this year with people who get you, with people who you trust, and with people who you know when they look at you with admiration, it's not because they see the mask, it's because they see you, what you've been through, how strong you are, and what you're trying to overcome as well. And they can still look at you with admiration. That's what I think you need to do, because it's almost like playing with you. Your energy is picking up on the two-faced nature of the people around you. So you just got to be very careful about that. It's making you more stressed than necessary, and also making you overthink things, much like how I'm trying to over-explain it, you know? So just be careful about that. I see with the Two of Cups, you are putting distance between yourself and somebody who you have a relationship with. This could be romantic, it's going to be friendship for most of you, because this person is just not the vibe. To put it very plainly and generally, they don't fulfill that emotional pill that you need in the sense of you're starting to cotton on to how susceptible your energy is when it comes to other people. You're seeing straight through them, and this person isn't necessarily being honest with you, or they're just not showing up for you in the way that you want them to, so you're putting distance between you. I see this separation being intentional on your side. I don't see it as you missing someone. I see it as you like, okay, please just give me space for this week. I also see with the Eight of Cups that you do need space to really think about what it is that you need to really leave behind. You end this year wanting to walk away from at least one thing in your life that you've just hit your wit's end with. But for many of you, it could be adding up. It could be like, okay, I'm walking away from that job. I'm walking away from that apartment because I'm sick of fixing shit in that house by myself. I'm walking away from that friendship. I'm walking away from this. It could all just be adding up for you to the point where you're like, I don't know what 2022 has in store, but I know what I don't want anymore. And that's what I'm leaving behind. So interesting. And that big decision, that big emotional sort of pull to step forward is going to feel easier when you surround yourself with people that you trust, those people that feel like family, you know, in a helpful way. Not all family is blood. These are people that you trust. These are loyal people who admire you because they know you, not because they see what you project onto society, but they know you. They know what you're capable of, and they know what you've had to overcome as well. So what else can you tell us about Gemini's end of 2021, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us about Gemini's end of 2021? Oops. Gemini, end of 2021. We have the Temple Path coming out for you first. This is that healing. You do need to take time off over Christmas. You do. Whatever unexpected change this is, make it your unexpected change. Don't let people tell you to stay back and work. Even if you need the money, you also need to prioritize time away from this stressful environment, whatever this is here. People just taking advantage of your inability to say no sometimes. We also have the Angel of Strength. I'm not surprised. You have been through a lot this year. Anything else? We have the World. Yeah, this is beautiful. It is all making sense. Gemini, what else can you tell them about the end of 2021? What are we doing for time? We're going overtime for you. Gemini. I have a soft spot for Geminis. Honestly, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I always end up going overtime for Gemini and for Capricorn. So, Lordy Lou. Oh, hello. Can we please get some advice for Gemini, please, Spirit? End of 2021. What is the advice for Gemini? To be fair, though, I have a lot of favorites. You'll hear me say that as we go on. Yeah. I try not to think of anyone in particular when I do these readings, but I'm always given examples of people I admire when I read for the signs. And it's interesting, I have someone I admire in every single sign. So anyway, let's start over here. So excuse me while I wipe my sweat. It might just look like I'm glowing, but I'm sweating. I saw people saying like, girl, you're glowing. It's sweat. But thank you so much. Okay, now, listen, take some time off, please. The end of this year is about taking the moments that you can to just sit and rest. You don't even have to think too much. In fact, it's really just about resting. So doing this with people that distract you helpfully, you know, is probably what's going to be good, because this is literally about just taking a little bit of time off before you keep going, because you know, and Spirit knows, that you're going to have a lot to come back to once, you know, you take your time off. You know, it's just going to be back at it, trying to continue forcing whatever it is that's going on in your life to happen. So when you do have time off, make sure you take that time off to rest. Make sure you take it in a way where there's no last minute distractions, no last minute, can you do this, can you do that? No, Gemini's out. Gemini's taking the day off. Gemini's taking the week off. Gemini's going to be out until the new year. Don't talk to Gemini. Let Gemini do what they need to, because they have had a big year. With the Angel of Strength here, you are going to find 2021 to be easier. It will, but only because you have also made your mind up about walking away from certain things that have been making your life more difficult than necessary. So I want you to know that the start of 2022, you're going to be able to breathe a bit easier, especially if things had been getting really overwhelming in the middle of this year. It's going to feel a lot better. You don't need to be too worried. You're very capable. Excuse me, no, you're not even a Gemini. You're going to be very capable of overcoming whatever it is that comes your way. So it's really important that you know that it is going to be okay in 2022. I know some of y'all are very afraid of it being as bad as this year was. It's not. You're going to be able to breathe, okay? It's not going to be overwhelming. But I do see here that the main focus for you as we end this year with the World is really just about looking at what you don't want to miss out on, because it feels like some things have just taken up a lot of energy, a lot of your attention, and actually they've been distracting you from something else that you really want for yourself, or that you really need for yourself. With the World here, it's this imagery of this person standing at the end of like a pier or a jetty, and they're standing there looking at the world as though it's like for me, it's this image of if you had the opportunity to look at your life, right? To look at a quick 2-minute trailer of what your life has been thus far. Is there anything that you would change in your present to be able to make more moments of something from your past or something from your future, so that you're not ending your wonderful experience wishing that you had done more? That's what it feels like, especially at the start of December for y'all. As we wrap up November, you might already be thinking like that. But just make sure that whatever it is you're walking away from here, You're doing it so that you have more room for other things that your heart really, really is interested in. There's like certain things have just been taking more and distracting you from what you need to do for yourself. And some of this could be obligations to people that you love, obligations to people who you thought were going to give to you as much as you were to them, but it just never worked out that way. So we have to kind of distance ourselves and really reconsider where we're investing. I want to say as well that you're rewriting the story here on one of your relationships. You're like, you know what? I can't be bothered waiting. Conclusions are within reach or reversed. Don't bother. I'm not going to stay to watch that full moon eclipse. It feels like some of you are just cutting something off. And I want to say that this is because you've been put in the lurch for too long. It's like you're rewriting the narrative. You're rewriting the story here, Gemini. You're deciding that nothing will come of the situation. So it's time for me to make something. It's time for me to make a new situation. It's time for me to walk away from whatever this unfulfilling, emotionally separate situation was, so that I can finally start creating my own story. I don't know what it's going to look like. The road's still dark. The path is still untrodden, and the book hasn't been written, but it's going to be better than this. And that's what you need to know. Your advice here is to really learn from what this year has given you. And even if you haven't fully figured it out, just focus on what you do know, because you are wise in your own way. With the Page of Swords reversed, mentally, people are actually, what's the word? People are actually underestimating you with the Page of Swords reversed, making you out to be more naive than you actually are. And this could be you even. You could be underestimating yourself. You're a lot more wiser than you give yourself credit for. So use that wisdom to move forward, wrapping this year up and really doing what you need to, so that you don't feel like you're missing out. Contempt is your other card. So your two songs are Good Life by Zoo and Sex, Money, Feelings Die by Likely. Sex, Money, Feelings Die by Likely. It's associated with the emotion contempt. So just make sure that whatever it is you're doing at the end of this year, you're not missing out on what you want. Gemini, that's what I have for you. I've got to move forward. I'm not crying. I'm sweating. But I got to move forward, sweets. I hope that was helpful. We're going to have to go to Cancer next, because I think I've given you too much time. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check when I do the timestamps, but I hope that was helpful. To wrap up, as I clear your cards, I just want you to know that 2022 is not going to be as difficult as this year has been. This year, a lot of stuff happened to you. You know, a lot of stuff out of your control. Some of the stuff happened because of your actions, but a lot of it was other people's actions. And I feel like 2022 is you learning to separate yourself from those people and to really just look at where your true loyalty needs to lie. And for all of you, you're being underestimated in some way. So at least take yourself seriously. At least acknowledge how wise you are, because you have this beautiful glow up energy to you in 2022. And I think that a lot of people will be very surprised to see who you've been hiding underneath your mask. So look after your beautiful self and make sure you surround yourself with people that you trust as you end this year, Gemini. Let me cleanse this energy and we'll get straight into Cancer. Oh my days. Kirk though, he's so restless. Kirk's not even a Gemini and he's out here adding his little 2 cents to the reading. Oh Lord, please help me cleanse the energy in this room so that I may prepare for Cancer's reading. Thank you. Straight into Cancer. Alright. What can Cancer expect for 2021, please, Spirit? Woo. I know I already know that we have some Cancerians in here. Okay. What can Cancer expect for 2021, please, Spirit? What can Cancer expect for 2021? Ooh. 3 of Swords reversed. You're getting over something. Interesting. You're also feeling a bit heart sore. If you have family at a distance to you, you're really thinking about them and you're really just missing them, okay? So I don't think I need to tell you that. You're probably already thinking that. We also have the King of Pentacles here in the upright. but you are getting over something else here. You're like, you know, that was the old me. The new me's the new me's grown beyond that. Interesting. What's happening for Cancer as they wrap up this year, please, Spirit? What's happening for Cancer as they wrap up this year? Oh, okay. Very dramatic. We have the, okay, that's why. We have the Five of Cups. And we also have the Ace of Swords. This is you, by the way. Dramatic. Interesting. Yeah. I think some people aren't expecting this from you. I see you changing, switching something up here with a relationship or even with a job, to be honest with you. And people weren't expecting you to change. We have the Hanged Man in the upright. Okay, so let me just sit in your energy real quick. Cancer, please, Spirit. Because you are doing something that people didn't expect you to do. And I think it's very surprising, even if people know you well. I want to say that you have been patiently waiting for something to happen here. As the year ends, it has you thinking about people who you're not with, but it also has you deciding to take whatever it is that you have in front of you. No, sir. Take whatever it is that you're ridiculous. You're trying to take whatever it is that you have in front of you, and you're trying to make the best out of that situation. Even though it's not perfect, it feels like you want it to be. It feels like you have this sort of perfectionist energy about you as you finish this year, whether you're looking at your work, your family, trying to get people together, trying to get everyone in the same room. You're looking at it as it's not quite ready. It's not quite 100%, but we're going to have to make it work with whatever we have. So I see that whatever this is, you're just reconciling and you're going, you know what, I'm just going to have to deal with whatever, however this turns out. Now, the thing about that is you also have a lot in your life to be grateful for. And I don't mean to pull that card. I would never tell anybody to not feel down, because you have every right to feel how you feel. But with the King of Pentacles being upright, I really feel like there's something about you that's very accomplished. There's something about you that needs to be kind of recognized as, look what you've done. Look what you've managed to pull together. Look what you've managed to accomplish. You know, it feels like with the King of Pentacles here, you're in your cardinal sort of energy of really embodying this boss energy. Even though you may feel like you're operating with limited resources, limited materials, like you end this year sort of being this beautiful beacon in your community, and people are looking up to you and really respecting you and valuing you. It's interesting to me that you're showing up as the King of Pentacles, because at first I thought that this was somebody else, but it feels like you. It feels like you just sort of being this respected. And this is for those of you who feel like you haven't done enough. If you have something big that you're organizing, or if you're always trying and you have this sort of perfectionist energy of it's not quite right, I just wish I could have made it to their birthday, I just wish I could have been there in person, I just wish I could have done that, I wish I could have done this. You need to know that the people around you really look up to you, and they value your time, they value your energy, they value what you're able to give, and they see you as someone who's very abundant and who needs to focus more on themselves as well, because you seem to have this sort of entrepreneurial energy of like, you're busy and you still manage to do these things. So please, you beat yourself up more than other people do. You know, other people really look up to you, Cancer. So as you end this year, I do either see for some of you like a promotion here with the King of Pentacles, if you haven't already come into a new position in work, or just a new position in your community where people are like, I don't know, I feel like people are going to be saying to you, like, you look good. And I hope you feel that, because I look up to you, or I admire you, and I'm really appreciating you being here because I know you're busy. I just see with the King of Pentacles this feeling of being very well put together, and yet you seem to not feel that. You're not 100% like, nah, I'm not 100%. I wish I could have done this instead. I wish I could have put an extra 2 minutes of effort into that instead. Now, with the Five of Cups here, I see something kind of pulling at your heart a little bit. And I see that this is where we seem to have a change a changeable energy about us that some people aren't expecting. I think that there's going to be something here that you need to take time to process, because you don't want to act hastily and you don't want to act out of your primary emotion, which could be anger for some of you. But whatever this is, you need to just kind of sit with it for a second and not react too quickly, because this is changing your energy and this is making you feel like you should be doing more, when actually what I'm feeling is that you've been doing a lot. There's only so much you can do. So when this happens, you'll know, because one minute you'll be like this, next minute you'll start to feel yourself slipping a little bit, your mood will start to dive. It's really important that you just sit with it for a second. Don't act yet. Try not to rush ahead and do something that you're going to regret, Cancer, because whatever it is that you do from this, it's something that you've been sitting with for a while, and it's something that you're going to think about. Excuse me, no. It's something that you're going to feel you've taken time to deliberate. It's not something that you've rushed into. Why? Why do you have to add your little 2 cents? It's not helpful, it's distracting. We also have the Ace of Swords reverse, which is making me think, along with the Hanged Man, that the end of this year is just about slowly, you know, trying to figure out how you want to move forward with this information. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be everywhere at once. You don't need to try to be the main orchestrator of this situation by trying to bring everybody together and planning everything. Whatever it is here, you just need to sit with your feelings and you need to process that situation naturally before you take action. I see that other people are going to come in and fill the void for you. You don't need to be the one organizing all the family get-togethers this holiday period or whatever it is here. It's very important that you allow yourself to adjust to whatever this change is. Now, that's what I feel I didn't talk about enough. The Five of Cups is an emotional change here in your spread. Before the end of the year, you're going to be adjusting to something that is different. And it's something that people weren't expecting from you, but it is something that you will be able to manage so long as you give yourself time, by not beating yourself up too much, to adjust to, by learning the situation, not acting, just like listening. When people talk, just listen, digest the information, and then take action through wisdom. I feel like this is, especially if those of you have switched jobs, or if you're like changing careers or whatever this is, it feels like you're taking on more responsibility and you're beating yourself up about not being able to adjust to the changes quick enough. But really, these are just learning curves. You're making it out to be more of an issue than it is. I don't mean to gaslight you, I'm sorry. But it's not that bad. You're doing really well. You're very respected. People really look up to you. Your advice here is to not rush. Just take your time. You don't need to end this year, you know, pushing yourself to your limits. It's really just about coasting the end of the year through and trying to figure out what action you're going to take through wisdom, not because you feel rushed to. Is there anything else you can tell Cancer about the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Yeah, victory. I knew it. We had all these tarot cards indicating like a defeatist mentality, or at least like a feeling of loss, but I feel you being very successful, actually. Is there anything else that Cancer needs to know? We have Garden in the Gate. You do have a decision to make, and technically there is no wrong choice, but one decision leads you to cultivating something new and really going out your own way and being a bit more self-made or having more responsibility, feeling more accomplished. And the other option is more safe. It's something that you've done. It's something that people expect. I see you choosing the uncomfortable option and then feeling like, did I make the wrong choice? When actually it's just about getting used to this new situation. With anxiety reversed, you are overthinking this, and it will get easier with time, with more facts. Naturally, as more information comes in, it will get easier. You are overthinking this a little bit, okay, sweet pea? Oh, Cancer, I'm always so careful. I don't ever want to just like deliver a message that's going to make you feel like unnecessarily fretful, but that's essentially what your message is about. um, you're already making it out to be that way. Is there anything else you can tell Cancer about the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Because there's so much success in your reading, but it's tinged by this feeling of I haven't done enough. I haven't done enough. I wish I could do more. I wish I could be here. I wish I could be there. I wish I could do this. Maybe you're taking on a bit too much as well. So just be careful, please. People really look up to you. And if you can't do that, just step back and let somebody else step forward, because you do have people around you that could happily take on some of this responsibility. What other information can you tell Cancer about the end of 2021? End of 2021 for Cancer, please, Spirit. End of 2021. This card does not want to come out. Here we go. Okay. We got 3 cards, excuse me. I just need to get your advice as well. Oh, I'm getting a call. Decline. Do you see my face? It's my secret pleasure, hanging up on people. That was a spam caller. That's why I was even more... Anyway, what is the advice for Cancer, please, Spirit? It's like, what is the advice for Cancer? Yeah, you have a similar energy to Taurus, was it? Was it Taurus? Or was it Gemini? Anyway, we talked about those cards. I want to talk about the Moonology cards next. So the end of 2021, you do need to slow down, because I think you just need to focus more on your health as well for some of y'all. And you need to focus on adjusting to these responsibilities and the changes that are happening in your life. There is this feeling here, look at what I'm holding, adjustments are required. There is this feeling here of being patient with yourself as you acclimate to your new surroundings or to the changes that have been happening. Patience, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon says you got this, okay? You do. You have this in the bag. You were made for this. So have faith in your dreams. Literally, the cards are answering my train of thoughts. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. It is getting there. It's getting there. It's growing. It's going to happen. Give yourself time. Don't give up too quickly here. With Aries full moon reversed, this says a fiery climax approaches. With this card reversed, don't give up too quickly. Don't burn out too fast. Don't cut that opportunity off too soon. It hasn't yet materialized into its full potential, and you haven't yet showcased your full potential. So if you have little roadblocks and you start to feel disappointed in yourself and you feel like you should have done this and you should have done that, and if only I did this, and if only I was there when that happened, just know that you're doing the most, and the people around you see that about you. They really look up to you. You have a lot of people who respect you. They see you as a boss. So the biggest enemy in your corner is yourself, Cancer. So your advice here is very similar to the last group we had, in the sense of you have contempt coming out first. Sex, money, feelings die again. You actually do need to just be a little bit more aware of the emotions that you're putting out to yourself here, is what I want to tell you. Because with this contempt, it's actually happening in a way where you're projecting it into your reality. And I don't mean to sort of be really harsh with you, sweets. I'm always very careful about my Cancerian babies. But I need you to know that with this here, sex, money, feelings die, you're looking at something as, oh, it's over, it's done, I failed, I'm such a disappointment, how could I let that happen? It's not your fault, okay? So give yourself time to just feel sad, to feel down, to get that energy out there so you're not festering. Let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. And then look at yourself in the mirror realistically and see yourself for who you really are, because you are growing, you are learning, and you have so much more potential. With sacral chakra here, Svadhisthana is trying to tell you that you have a lot of growth, and whatever this is, whatever this King of Pentacles promotion of new responsibilities is, I see it really blossoming and showcasing parts of you that other people haven't had the opportunity to see. Your last piece of advice is to take breaks and holidays and little moments for yourself where you can, when you can, to try not to do everything for everyone. Take some time off for yourself as well, and make sure that you do try to stay present, because you've got a lot on your mind, you've got a lot on your heart. So just try when you can to actually be here, you know, and to not be too distracted by what's going on in your heart space and with your mind as well, overthinking that situation. That's what I see for you, Cancer. I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to over-explain this situation too much and give you too much more to overthink. But to be honest with you, the end of this year is really showing you as this accomplished, successful, independent, responsible person. I think we just let our feelings get the best of us here. We let things get a little out of control and we start to feel a little bit too harshly towards ourselves. So just be careful of that, Cancer. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle this really well and we'll move forward. I get too invested in all of the signs. We need to move forward quickly to Leo. We're nearly halfway. Look at me taking my sweet time. Sorry, I'm just cleansing. This is my lighter. Please help me to cleanse the energy so that I may prepare for Leo's reading. If the sun doesn't come out for Leo, will you be jealous? Because that means that the sun came out for Aries, Taurus. It's stealing your sun here, Leo. Oh goodness, I am sweating still, but it's not too bad. All right, let's get some water in my body. Let's see what's going on for Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. What is happening for Leo? End of 2021, please, Spirit. What is happening for Leo? End of 2021. Oh. Somebody's still trying to get a hold of me. They know I'm busy. End of 2021, please, Spirit. What is happening for Leo? End of 2021. Oh, how dare they try you? Somebody trying to be sneaky with you and you cut them off? Wow, stand firm in your boundaries. Someone that you cut off, Leo, could be trying to re-enter your life. They haven't changed. They're pretending they have, but they haven't. They're trying to show, yeah, they're trying to look like a new person, but they're not, okay? You know this person because for some of you, it's not necessarily romance. It could be family. It could be a friend. They haven't changed. They're just lonely. I'm sorry. Get that message out of the way. What is happening at the end of 2021 for Leo? Yeah, 5 of Cups. This energy, it's trying to come for you. Don't let it come for you. Keep your boundaries. You've already cut this person out for many of you. One more card for Leo, please. Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Okay. Your bottom deck energy is the 10 of Swords in the reverse position. So really, first things first is this sneaky, sneaky energy. Sneaky, sneaky energy. I see with the 7 of Swords reversed and the 10 of Wands reversed, something to do with your boundaries here and your expectations. It hasn't added up. Something's going on here. It's a person for most of you, but for others of you, there's like something wanting to sneak in. It's presenting itself or trying to present itself to be an attractive thing, but it doesn't meet our expectations. We're looking at it as, that's not what I ordered, you know? I didn't order this, wish.com. Like, what the hell? This doesn't look like the fryer that I ordered. Like, this is a pot. What's going on here? This is not anything that I wanted. So stand firm in your boundaries here. Know with the 10 of Wands reverse that this is not even your vibration, so it's not even really a test. What I can tell you, Leo, is that the end of this year for you is about unburdening yourself from other people's responsibilities, from people who need to start looking after themselves, from people who need to start showing up for themselves and being there you know, taking responsibility of their own actions. I feel like people are looking at you and they're like, maybe I could try, maybe I could just do this, and they'll let me into their beautiful wonderland. But really, these are people who are cut off for a reason. With the Ten of Swords reversed, it's time to focus on you. It's time to look at what's going to make you happy, and don't let these people, for some of you that have betrayed you, to come in and take advantage of what you're doing good for yourself. You know, I really feel that for you, unburdening yourself from other people's responsibilities, expectations, their little sneaky actions, whatever it is that they're not doing well. And to be fair, like, many of you, it's just like as easy as breathing, cutting these people out, because you're used to them trying to get back in. But I need to say that for others of you, this is also about those other responsibilities that we can't necessarily cut off, right? Especially if you are a parent and maybe your children are very demanding this time of year. Especially if you have a job that you absolutely love, but it gets very stressful this time of year. Those are things we can't just cut off. We have to learn to manage those expectations and those responsibilities so that we're not burning out. So that's something to be mindful of as you wrap up this year. Other than that, I see you moving forward and really feeling like you have momentum towards your goals, towards your aspirations. As you end this year, Leo, the Chariot upright tells me that you have a lot of willpower and determination to be successful. And I think this is because you're very focused. You have like the little, like race horses wear them, right? The blinders. You've got tunnel vision on something here, and your aim is to just do this. It could be a goal that you're working towards, like maybe at the end of the year you have something that you're doing and that's what you're focused on, and you're just like, I'm gonna do it and I'm not gonna worry about this or that person or this sneakiness or this stressful situation. I really want to say that with the Chariot here, you're so determined, and it's like a helpful distraction because you're seeing signs of progress, you're feeling good about yourself, you're feeling very like you have a lot of energy to do this, and you're like, you know what, I can do this. I see that as the year ends, there may be a slight disappointment for you with the Five of Cups showing up. And I don't think it's anything that you can't overcome. It could be as simple as you're expecting someone to be here on Christmas and they couldn't make it. It's not anything too overwhelming. With the Five of Cups being upright, you will be able to get through it easily. It's not something that's going to keep you down for too long, but it is something that you weren't necessarily expecting. And it does feel like you're disappointed by this. You're like, oh man, it would have been good to have all my kids together. It would have been good to have all my friends together. It would have been good to do that, but oh well. Because with the Ace of Swords here, I see this leading you towards like new interests. Like you're able to get over this fairly quickly. You don't feel too disappointed for too long. The Ace of Swords tells me that you have some sort of new idea at the end of this year that also is helping you sort of focus your energy towards. So you better calm down. The audacity. So honestly, I'm really happy for you. I feel like this is good. You know, you're focused, you're driven, and you seem to be able to deal with a lot more than you need to. Why do people keep pushing things onto you? It's crazy. You're very capable, and I see that with the Ace of Swords here, whatever this idea is, it has your full attention. It has your focus, and it has your desire, because you're like, you know what, yeah, that's a really good idea. I'm going to take that, I'm going to run with it. Can we know more about this Ace of Swords idea, please, Spirit? What is this for Leo? Where are they cultivating? What are they cultivating here? Oh, it could be a new way to make money for some of you, okay? It could be a new way of spending your time that you hadn't considered before. Something that could help you feel better about yourself and feel more at peace when it comes to your home life. But I want to say that it's something different, like it's something unconventional that you haven't thought about before, that is really something that's going to be like a positive outlet for you as well. It feels like it's going to satisfy a material need that you're currently lacking, and it's going to help you kind of create new foundations. So it definitely has your interest. You're like, yeah, I hear that. What else do I need to do? So you're exploring this a bit further before you commit to it, but it's definitely something that has your interest, a new way to make money maybe for some of y'all. Spirit also wants you to know that you are going to be able to have some helpful time with people that you love, like especially if it feels very stressful at the moment, or if the end of this year just seems stressful to you. There is going to be that moment to breathe and to just sort of enjoy times with loved ones. I see a lot of time for you as well. Maybe you need time for yourself. Maybe you're taking on too much from loved ones. So there is going to be time for personal healing and happiness here. I want to say that you do need to start planning. I don't know if you, for some of you, this is what's coming to mind, like babysitters. But with the temple path reversed, there's some sort of deadline that you need to consider with having your alone time. So maybe you need to book something in, or maybe you need to consider people's availabilities, or there's just this sort of logistical thing that you need to consider with that card being reversed. If there's something that you want to do before the end of the year, you have to have the foresight to plan or to book or to prepare it. Just make sure you don't miss that deadline, whatever they're talking about here, because it feels like that window could be closing. So whatever this is, if you needed to make a booking before XYZ, or something's going on here with the temple path reverse, it's like, yeah, you're missing some sort of deadline here. So just be careful about that. Caring Connections is coming out reversed now. Spirit, why is Caring Connections reversed? Spirit's saying because you need to stop caring. We don't care. We don't care. Oh my God, who hurt you? Literally. That's why we have all these cards reversed. Spirit's like, we don't care. Let them do what they need to, their little 2 cents. We don't care. Oh my God. You are being protected. You're being protected from people who just don't deserve to be in your energy. This period. Simple as that. They don't deserve to be in your energy. Exes, failed partnerships, people who just couldn't give you what you deserve, people who just didn't meet your expectations, people who can't be authentic, people who can't be honest, people who betray your trust, your loyalty. You're being protected. As this year ends, so many people are going to be like having you on their mind or trying to get into your energy, but Spirit's protecting you from these people that are going to cause more harm than good. Leo, why did you come with so much gossip? I love it. You need to know you're protected, okay? What's the advice for Leo to close their reading? What is the advice for Leo, please, Spirit, to close their reading? I love this. You got the Joy card. This song is 6s to 9s by Big Wild. I want you to hold me. Come and lay with me. Set aside your problems with me, baby. You turn my 6s to 9s. Frequently fly. We can't deny, no, this feeling tonight. Honestly, whatever it is that tries to disappoint you, it's not going to keep you down for long. You have determination. You have a lot of willpower. As this year ends, you're focused, so stay focused. Don't let little people's little games get the better of you. Continue focusing on your joy and allow your new ideas to take foot in very abundant, blossoming ways, because literally you are going to be starting and working on some sort of new foundation here in 2022. And I see this really having your full attention for all of the right reasons. This could be a new house for some of you. It just has like big sort of energy. It has your full attention for a reason. So stay in your joyful presence is your main advice. Don't let people's games get the better of you. Is there any other advice for them? That's too funny. Oh my gosh, Castaway by Yuna featuring Tyler the Creator. People are in their head thinking about you, Leo. Why are people like this? Why? You're just out here doing your own thing. Castaway by Yuna featuring Tyler the Creator. Didn't know I got a call before. Honestly, you didn't see the best in me. It feels like you're mocking me, and now I've gone off so far away, a castaway. I feel you outgrowing people, Leo. I feel like your advice is to grow, heal, gain wisdom, but keep moving forward. Don't stay stuck like the people you're leaving behind, because I really see you moving forward. I see you outgrowing, and your advice is to keep moving forward with love, you know, no resentment, no bitterness, no sense of like, I owe you something. Let's just move forward and focus on what is for us. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Leo. We didn't get any Moonology cards because we got a hell of a lot of energy oracle cards, but wow, what an energy. Oh, Leo, we didn't get the sun, but we got a whole lot of entertainment with y'all. Look after your beautiful selves. Don't let people bring you down. You have such a high vibrational energy. Striving towards your goals, getting more opportunities because of that. Your energy is so good. The universe is like, you got this. We're going to give you more opportunities. You're showing us that you're ready. Let's give you more growth. Let's give you more positive growth. Not that sort of pretend growth where it just gives you pain. Let's give you positive growth. Oh, Lord. And to be honest with you, that's probably why these energies are coming back, is to just kind of test how much you have grown. Your ability to stand strong in your own boundaries is what helps you continue to move forward. All right, let's move forward, speaking of, to Virgo now. I'll just quickly get Leo's beautiful energy out of here. Oh, that's so funny. That Caring Connections card just got me. The message with that card, that was too funny. Oh, Lord. Virgo, please, Spirit. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Please help me to cleanse the energy in this room from my body, from my cards, so that I may prepare for Virgo's reading. I do need more water as well. Yay, Virgo. Oh, where did my cards go? Oh, they're here. I switched them up. My dishwasher's just finished. Okay, Virgo now. Look, you have me rosy cheeks smiling over here. Virgo, please, Spirit. What can Virgo expect for the end of 2021? What can Virgo expect for the end of 2021? Ooh, oh, okay. I don't think you're happy about this. We have the Four of Swords reversed. We'll see what else comes out. The Ace of Cups. Someone's getting you out of your comfort zone. I don't think you're happy about this. Some of y'all are like, I was happy, just vibing, doing my own thing. I didn't need this. It's a good opportunity though. It's a positive opportunity, but it feels like you're just not wanting to be pushed out of your little shell. Now, for some of you, I get that you're cross-watching to understand. This could be a future energy though. You may not be live. To understand a Virgo better, because they're hard to read, this Virgo is not happy to be pushed out of their comfort zone. This Virgo is like, I was not prepared. Oh, what's going on here with Virgo? End of 2021. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. They want it though. This Virgo is keen. What's going on here, Spirit? As much as you don't like the change, I feel like you appreciate the opportunity, right? You're here for the opportunity. You're here for the chance to get more of what you actually like. It's just that you wish it was happening at a slower pace that was easier to get used to. This seems to be sudden for you, or too quickly, too unexpectedly, in a way where it's out of your comfort zone. Whatever this is, it's requiring you to act, and it's requiring you to sort of be clear-minded. And I feel like you don't really know what you think about this yet. You feel rushed here. For whatever reason, Virgo, you end 2021 feeling like somebody's rushing you to do something. And it's like, thanks for the opportunity, but I'm gonna need to think about this. But the opportunity is like, you can't think about this. You have until December 1st. And you're like, but it's December, like it's November 23rd. That's only a week. Like, what am I supposed to, you want an answer by the end of the week? So I feel like whatever's going on here, Virgo, it's actually very positive, but it feels like you're uncomfortable. It feels like this is something that's going to take you out of your comfort zone. And it's actually not happening that fast, but you do need to kind of be able to calm yourself along the way and recognize where your mind is making this out to be a little bit more stressful than it needs to be. I see an opportunity here, and it has to do with love, sweets. It has to do with you wanting to kind of take action towards a relationship here. The Ace of Cups is an opportunity, and you feel rushed to need to do something quick because you feel like you're running out of time, but the stakes are so high that damn, you might just do it. You know, you might be out here doing things that you don't usually do. With the Six of Pentacles, you're also being called to focus on your health. I don't think I need to say that. Virgos are notorious for their health. But I see that this is something that is going to help sort of ground you and balance out the other frustrations that you have in your life. Getting into that sort of helpful routine with your self-care as well is going to help ground those frustrations over the other things that you can't control, because whatever this opportunity is, it feels like it's happening in a way where you don't have a lot of control over it, and it's a bit annoying to say the least. You're kind of like, oh, I wish I could have been the one to set the timing on this. So as we move forward with the Six of Pentacles, I do see a balancing out here in your material world in general. I want to talk about health first. There is something in my eye. I'm trying to just like roll my eye and get it out, but it is so annoyingly there. Oh my days, please. I don't know about this. We're just gonna keep going. It's not that bad. Maybe if I lie, it'll end up being true. No, it's not that bad. So with the Six of Pentacles, Virgo, I see a balancing out of money. I see a balancing out in terms of your routine. I see this being your domain. The best way that you can get a grip over the other things that seem to be happening to you that you can't control is by focusing on what you're good at. You know, really sticking to your routine, really sticking to what works for you, what you can control, and just allowing the other stuff to happen ceremoniously, because it is positive change. It is a positive shift in energy. I see quick results because of this quick action. So please, as frustrating as it is, don't hesitate. I see the end of the year getting you out of a comfort zone and kind of getting you where you need to be. I also see that something is going to be kind of trying to come back to you. I need to clarify this. Three of Wands reverse, please, Spirit. This is interesting here. You're going to need to have the courage to take action towards something that you're not 100% comfortable with yet, but it feels like there's pressure to do this quickly. Your mind isn't completely made up. If this is money, sweets, you need to make sure that you're really taking that job opportunity seriously. It could be love, by all means, but whatever this opportunity is, you need to really take it seriously and jump, please, because it's going to make you happy. You're just really wanting to ruminate and think and take your time. I just feel like there's a lot of pressure here to have courage and to really step towards it. Now, there's another message here for those of you who have been waiting for something to happen. I feel that if you're on that spectrum, if you're that small group of Virgos who feels like things are just taking forever and I'm so frustrated and nothing seems to be happening the way that I want it to, I'm putting in all the effort here, I'm really focusing on what I can do and nothing, it seems to be happening, you've been facing the wrong way. You need to turn around and look at your other opportunities, because something that you've been waiting for to happen has taken all of your attention away from what is behind you. And there is so much more going on elsewhere, so it's time to shift your focus elsewhere. It really feels like you need to balance out your efforts here as you end this year, because either side of the fence that you sit on, whether you feel frustrated because you're not getting movement in a direction that you want to, or whether something is happening really fast and it's uncomfortable, you need to consider balancing out your efforts towards what is demanding your attention versus towards what is going to help ground you and help you focus on what is good for you as well, in terms of what is going to help you feel more balanced and more centered. I feel like the best way for you to move forward is to really consider which direction energy is flowing from, Virgo, because not every direction has flowing energy. Some directions are very stagnant for you, and that's not where your attention should be. I see you really sort of stepping up and needing to absorb the advice that people have been giving you as well, not myself included. It feels like other people have been trying to tell you this with the Hierophant. Other people have been trying to point out something that needs to kind of be absorbed here, a piece of information that's a bit difficult to listen to, but it is very true. It might be something that you're not necessarily comfortable with hearing, but it is something that's going to help you grow in the way that you want to. So Virgo, please Spirit, what else can you tell them about the end of 2021? End of 2021, what else can you tell Virgo? We have walking away. Yeah, you're hesitating here. Something is not easy to do because you feel like there's more left for some of you. End of 2021 for Virgo, please Spirit. Patience, yeah. There's that message again of like running out of time. Second chakra, Archangel, yeah, okay. Let me just get some Moonology cards for you. I don't want to forget, like, Leo, get carried away with that energy deck. What else does Virgo need to know about the end of 2021? Yeah, you do have an opportunity here for you, but some of you are missing it because your attention is focused elsewhere. Now, I want you to know that energy goes where energy flows where intention goes. So it feels like you have something here that needs your attention, but you're trying to distract yourself from it. Now, to some degree, you've got to kind of open your eyes and be a little bit more observant and aware of what is coming your way. With the full moon in Gemini here, Virgo, it feels like we're trying not to see when actually the answers are right in front of us. We're saying we don't know, we're saying we don't know what to do, we're unsure, but the answers are right in front of us. I see that for some of you, there is this sort of stuck energy. Do I stay? Do I go? Which direction do I grow in? To be honest with you, ask the right people, because certain people have been trying to tell you and give you the right advice. Some of these people could be professionals with the Hierophant showing up, as in they're like trained and paid to tell you this. But for others, these are people who are wise enough to know what they need to tell you. And I can say that there are a lot of delays and hesitancy in doing this because it feels like it's creating friction within you. It feels like you don't want to do this. It feels like you don't want to sort of push yourself that way. But on the other hand, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity because you're just refusing to see what is there. You're focusing on what isn't there. You're focusing on what you don't have rather than what is here and what you do have, what information you do have, what opportunities you do have, right? Because you do have opportunities. Instead, you're looking at what hasn't grown yet and what hasn't happened yet. And well, this person didn't say anything yet, and that person didn't do anything yet, and I was waiting for this to happen and for that to happen. And instead, we need to look at, well, what is here? What opportunities are here? There's also this message of practicality in your reading, and it comes through with the full moon in Taurus as well. Your dreams need a practical plan, Virgo, in the sense of if you want something, you have to have achievable, measurable actions towards them, right? We can't just allow them to stay in our mind forever. We have to appreciate that there comes a point where we've got to start taking action. We've got to start allowing our energy to flow into this, to create more movement. And your card came out, Sweet Pea, New Moon in Virgo reversed, a time to give rather than take. Spirit saying it's time to take rather than give. It's time to do something rather than wait. Take the information that you have. Take the opportunities that you have. Take the advice. Take this. Take that. It's time to take rather than give. You're wise. Virgos are known for being very wise and for being people that are good at giving advice in their own logistical, practical way. But in this case, it's time to really listen and take from the situation. Can we get some more advice for Virgo, please, from my deck? What does Virgo need to know? Yeah. Look at what card came out for you. Bottom deck energy is All My Friends by Great Gable. The feeling of remorse. Should I drink another lie? Would it make it right? Look at that first line. Should I drink another lie? Would it make it right? Can I call myself her lover? But all my friends, they say they're happy for me. But my mind, it traces back to all the harm I've caused. This is that like feeling of like, for you, not wanting to make the wrong moves because you're just wanting to wait and do what you want, what you think is right when you feel it is right. Oh my days. This is constant. Even if the cameras weren't on, he would be doing this. Oh. We also have focus, bringing me back into this moment. Focus by her. So this is interesting for you, sweets. This was inspired by self. This is an archetype card of self, me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Stuck on your phone and you're stuck in your zone. You don't have a clue. Baby, I just want you to get up. I feel like this is yourself. This is your higher self saying, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me, please? Like, I'm trying to give you this. I'm trying to give us this. Can you focus on me? There could be someone in your life wanting your attention as well. If you're cross-watching, maybe this is you projecting it into Virgo's reading. We also have Guilty Conscience by 070 Shake. And the emotion associated with this is acceptance. This card has come out before, so we know. I don't want to think nothing bad. I caught you, but you never caught me. I was sitting here waiting on karma. There goes my guilty conscience. So I feel like this for you is really just about needing to put yourself back into main character mode. You're not a non-player character. You're the main character. If there's something that you want, you got to take it. If there's something that you need, you've got to take it or create it in this sense. There is this feeling of being more present and being more active in your life and doing it slowly. You don't have to force yourself to move very fast, but you do need to start flowing and bringing energy back into the situation. So that's what I see for you, Virgo. It's an interesting message. I got a lot of cross-watcher energy in your reading. As you wrap up 2021, there's a lot that you need to start to shift. In terms of the energy here is shifting for you naturally. You have an opportunity here that is pulling at your heart, and it's calling for you to take action. It's calling for you to take your focus away from what you don't have and to focus more on what you do have. The end of 2021 is about you using what is comfortable in terms of your routine, in terms of your balance, in terms of your interests and things that help ground you in order to counteract this feeling of growth. You need to stop waiting for something that may never happen and really focusing on the energy that is coming into your life. I do feel that areas of your life have been stagnant and have created a bit of a comfort zone here, whereas I do sense that things are going to start to pick up as we end this year, and a lot of it feels like it's not happening because you want it to. It's almost like Spirit's forcing it to happen so that you have more movement in your life. That's what I see for you, Virgo. We're gonna move forward now. Geez, look at me going so slow, my days. I need to stay back. I need to get my pace back. We're gonna have to jump, hop, skip, and jump into Libra. This is gonna be a long video to edit. Oh, I won't edit this, but like to get timestamps from. Oh my days. Thank God we have that playback feature that speeds it up. How are we feeling, you guys? I'm just gonna take a big sip of water. We're technically halfway through. Thank you so much, Kat. We're in Libra now. Oh, wow. I'm so glad, Jean? I'm terrible. Hey, we have so many different beautiful cultures in Australia, but Australians have the terrible audacity to take like these culturally specific names and just make them so Australian, so watered down from their original. So like, yeah, names like Jean or Jean, like Jean-Paul, you know, like that have like French history. We just say Jean and we make it sound so lazy. They have such beautiful histories, and Australia's just like, this is your name now. So I apologize if I mispronounce anyone's name. I'm always trying to be conscious of it when I read people's names in comments, or even readings, personal readings. If you have a name that I'm not 100% confident in saying, I'll always like apologize and say in advance, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Okay, let us move forward. We're going to talk about Libra now. Beautiful Libra. I thought I was getting another call. My days. Okay, what can Libra expect for the end of 2021? We have the Knight of Swords reversed. The first thing that comes to mind is slowing down. Slowing down. What can Libra expect for the end of 2021? Oh, some people are arriving. People could be staying with you over the holiday season. Your house could be very busy over the holiday season in general. I just want to say you might have unexpected guests coming into town, okay? That's just a little side note. It's not the main focus. We have the Ace of Wands coming out reversed. What can Libra expect for the end of 2021? What can Libra expect for the end of 2021? We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. What can Libra expect for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Oh, that nearly hit me in the face. What can Libra expect? Thank you. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. Interesting. I don't get a bad energy from this, but I do get a feeling of disappointment. Only because you are a cardinal sign as well, Libra. And I don't know if you're just really busy at the end of this year, but it feels like you're not really getting to do a lot of the things that you wanted to do. It feels like you end this year feeling a little bit frustrated in yourself. I don't know if you had huge expectations or if you wanted more, but it feels like you're not quite ticking all of the boxes that you had, especially if you had like a manifestation list or like a to-do list or something that you wanted to achieve before the end of the year. You're feeling a little bit like, damn, I didn't get to tick this one, you know, this one I really wanted. So I see with the Hermit card here that you're going to be making big plans for 2022. The end of this year puts you into reflection mode. It puts you into this zone of really focusing on self. You may have the opportunity to spend a lot of time in solitude. He's terrible. Sir, come on, just sit here. You don't have to yell. Come on. He's a Leo, so if I don't give him enough attention. Anyway, I'm trying to make light of the situation, but he's really driving me crazy now. Okay, so as I was saying, Libra, it feels like you're slowing down here. I apologize, we were just cut off for a second. You're getting in your feels a little bit. You feel like, you know, you need to kind of reflect and think about what this year has shown you. You're surrounding yourself selectively as well. I see a lot of you trying to distance yourself from big commitments, from big family events. You're trying to just sort of sit in your energy and not commit yourself to too much. You don't want to be this person who's doing everything at the end of the year. Like if you're in a culture or society where you have so many different family holidays at the end of this year, I see you just being like, listen, I'll come to Christmas or I'll come to Hanukkah or I'll only go to this person's birthday, but I can't be there for everything. You're busy, it feels, and you're being very selective over your social needs because of that. You're spending a lot of time reconsidering how you want 2022 to play out because you have unfinished business is what I feel. For you, you feel a bit disappointed in yourself. I don't personally think it's warranted, but I see you as being very ambitious. So if this is what gets you going and helps you achieve your goals, then by all means get into that reflective mode and make sure you draw up that plan for 2022. I want you to know with the Six of Cups reversed that most of you aren't really going to want people in your house. Like it kind of feels like you just want the close ones there, you know, like you just want your kids or you just want your partner or you just want you and whoever needs to be there. You don't want any surprises or you don't want to commit yourself to those big, huge family functions. For some of you, maybe your intention is to go to these, but I do see that changing as the weeks roll by because you're just wanting to be very careful about who you end up working with here and how much time you give to certain people. I see with the Ace of Wands reversed, cancelled plans, and for most of you, it feels like you're cancelling plans. I think you kind of need to because you might just be rushing into other opportunities or needing to take time away from certain things The end of this year is about redirecting your energy, Libra, and refocusing your energy into things that your heart is telling you to focus on, because your heart is saying just focus on your children, or just focus on you, just focus on your household, just focus on your parents. The Six of Cups reversed is making me think of parents, nurturing, and children. So if you're like someone who has children, or you're really feeling connected to your parents and you just want to like focus on them, that's what it feels like. If not, I mostly just see you wanting to just be in your own energy. You just want to continue going back to your plans and trying to figure out, you know, what do I need to work harder towards next year. You seem to be really selective, to say the least. So let's get some oracle cards out here to help me paint a better picture and to see if I've missed anything for you, because your message is so clear and a bit too specific. Libra, please, Spirit. What else do they need to know about the end of 2021? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not good. I mean, it's not bad, excuse me, but it's not good for other people, because people want your energy. Let's be real. You have a presence about you, but you're not really here for it. With walking away and happy family reverse, this is everything that I was talking about. I wasn't going to take this card at first. I wasn't going to, because it's not that your family's not happy. It's that you're being selective over which of your family members you're giving your happiness to. And it's not like you're doing this bitterly, right? You're not trying to be bitter. You're not trying to cut anybody off. You're just like sending that text like, hey, sorry, I can't make it this weekend. I'll catch up with you soon. How about we catch up in the new year instead? How about we do this then instead? I can't make it to your birthday and grandma's birthday and the whole family's, you know, get together and the reunion. So I'll just see you in the new year. Let's do that instead. Is there anything else you need to tell Libra about their end of 2021, Spirit? Strategy, yeah, you're focusing on your game plan. You're focusing on your ambitious goals. You may need to re-strategize the things that you feel you didn't accomplish this year. Whatever it is here, you seem to be very focused on that instead. You seem to be very focused on getting that plan together, on making sure that in 2022 you actually tick those boxes, and you're trying to make sure that you have a practical plan towards your goals as well. We have New Moon and Virgo coming out for you, so some of the energies here could be Virgo, Libra cusps, but we got a lot of Virgo energy, a lot of reflection, a lot of introspection, time to self, a lot of reconsidering. I feel like you're trying to be selective over how you give and what you give. With the New Moon in Virgo, you could be starting new holiday traditions here. You could be starting new cycles, new routines. Maybe all of a sudden in November you decide you want to be vegetarian. So that puts a spanner in the works for the family events, because most of the meals have meat in them. Whatever it is here, you're starting new routines for yourself, Libra, at the end of this year, and it's all to get you prepared for who you want to be in 2022. Is there anything else you can tell Libra about their end of year? Yeah, you're putting distance between you and some of your partnerships here. With the New Moon in Libra reversed, it's not that you're cutting people off. It's just that you only have so much energy. You can't give to all these people. So with a new romantic cycle begins, I see a false start, I see canceled plans, and I see very selective acquaintances. You being very careful about who's in your energy. Confidence is the key to your success. This is advice about the things that you feel you need to be more focused on in terms of the boxes you didn't tick this year. It has to do with you reinventing your energy, or at least being consistent and confident about your ability to achieve this. Even though you didn't meet that deadline, you know, give yourself a bit more time, keep striving, keep pushing, and I really feel that you could have this. I feel that you do need to consider what wasn't working for you in 2021 and how to, you know, either fix that, work on that, or just sort of look at something different altogether. Surrender to the divine. Interesting. The answers that you need will come to you as this year comes to an end as well. So if you need very logical, practical answers to some of your problems, just put that intention out there, do your research, and know that the right information will come your way. I also feel with surrender to the divine that this ambition that you have, It is very much about going into reflective mode right now. You may not feel like you're making many strides or shooting many of your shots, but the time for that will come. It's very much about just sitting in the energy that you have control of for the end of 2021, and then taking opportunities as they manifest for you. What is the advice for Libra, Spirit? We have discussed. Oh my days. What is the advice for Libra, Spirit? Yeah, Source is always here looking after you. To be fair, you're very connected. You have very strong intuition, Libra, who watches this group. If you're a Libra watching this reading, you're very heavily guided right now. Spirit is just wanting you to use your wisdom, your connection to yourself, your higher self, the situation, to surrender and to trust that when the time to act comes in terms of your goals, your ambitions, it'll be time to act. But until then, it's all about strategy for you right now. The end of this year is about slowing down, rethinking, reinvesting your energy appropriately, and keeping your emotions local. Don't overextend your emotions because you don't have a lot to give. It is about canceling plans because for you, some of you just, too many people expect you to be everywhere at once. And just stay open to guidance when it comes through. I really feel with crown chakra and surrender to the divine, it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. Thank you so much, Lily Cat. Thank you. We also had the first card that had a song on it was Disgust. This is Cola by Arlo Parks. So it's inspired by the emotion disgust. But in terms of a feeling for you, it feels more like disappointment sweets. It feels like you wish you could have done something this year and it just didn't happen. So this is what I'm seeing. Leave me to my own devices, right? I mean, you kind of want to be left alone. It's better when your Coca-Cola eyes are out of my face. Oh my days. So take your orchids elsewhere. I love you to death and now I don't really care. It feels like you just need to separate yourself from other people. You need to give yourself space. You need to give yourself time, and you need to not overcommit yourself to certain things. Otherwise, you will get annoyed. Look at this, annoyance. Dead to Me by Kali Uchez. See, I am not your enemy, but if there's one thing that I know is that you ain't a friend to me. So don't come for me unless I send for you. Know you're dead to me. And now these energies are very strong. I'm not necessarily getting that animosity from your reading. I'm more just getting like, give me space, please. I want to peacefully exist. And when I need to be with you, I'll be with you. But right now I just need space. That's what I feel for you mostly, Libra. Reinvesting your energy into areas of your life that you want it to be. Your family, for example, your kids, your partner if you have a partner, your parents, yourself mostly. You just want to give it to yourself. You don't want to feel like you have to do the most for other people as this year ends. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. That's how I see the end of 2021 working out for you. I see you being selective with your energy, canceling plans, and just trying to stay open to where Source wants you to be next. Trying to see where Spirit guides you. You're re-strategizing towards the goals that you feel you didn't achieve in 2021. There's a lot that you wish you did that you didn't get to do. So you're trying to figure out, how do I get there? Confidence is the key, not giving up, but also not being too proud to re-strategize and consider other ways of doing it. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to rethink a better way forward. I see you catching up and making up for a lot of lost time with loved ones in 2022. This year is very busy for you, and it's about kind of slowing down from here and just really focusing on the information in front of you, taking time out to yourself and trying to understand what it is that is going to be best for you moving forward towards your ambitions. That was your end of 2021 reading, Libra. Let's quickly cleanse the energy and we'll jump into Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. I have a new affinity with a Scorpio person. It's crazy. Y'all are something else. Oh my days. Scorpio just pulls you in when you least expect it. Okay. Please help me to cleanse the energy. That's not enough smoke. Excuse me. Please help me to cleanse the energy in this room, on my body, and in my cards so that I may offer clear, honest messages to the Scorpios. of this stream. Let me get some more water though. Libra took a lot of energy. I wasn't expecting that. I have so much love for Libras. You got this, Cardinal Bebs. Let's move forward to Scorpio. All right. I need to sit up for y'all. I need to give you the respect you deserve. Let me sit up a little bit. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just split the deck and we've got your card. Okay. Scorpio season treated me so well. I was like ready for everything to go wrong, and instead it went so right. All right, what's going on with Scorpios for November, please, Spirit? Excuse me? The end of 2021, not November. What's going on for the end of 2021 for Scorpios, please, Spirit? Ooh, we have the Three of Cups coming out reversed. What's going on for the end of 20... Hello. Y'all trying to make time for something. We have the Two of Pentacles as well. We also have the Ten of Cups coming out for you in the upright position. A lot of watery energy here. I shouldn't be surprised. You're careful watery energy though. You are going to make time for the things that we talked about with Libra. You know how with Libra it wasn't like I didn't have a lot of time to do this. For you, I feel like you are looking forward to some of these holidays. It feels like you're looking forward to some of these family events, to catching up with people that you haven't seen in a while. It also feels like you could just be having a lot of celebrations at the end of the year, so it's not necessarily family, but maybe like friends or workmates even, getting together with people and getting to see them in that way, kind of like a lighthearted celebration way instead of the stressful. It also feels like you're going to have a busy end of year. I see that your routine needs to be solid. Mostly because there's this balance energy here, juggling act energy, making room for what you want versus what you need to do. So it could be you adjusting to something that you've recently taken on board. Otherwise, Scorpio, it's just you trying to make the rest of the year, you know, roll past smoothly. You're trying not to overwhelm yourself. You're trying not to be too stressed. You're trying not to take on too much. You're just like, what I need to do, I'll do, and what I want to do, I'll try to make room for it. With the Page of Cups reversed, it feels like you've outgrown something here, but it also feels like you're also kind of cutting yourself short. I want to say, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse position. I want to say that whatever this is, you're almost devaluing yourself. A lot of people could be missing you, Scorpio. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. A lot of people could be missing you because it feels like you're undervaluing your presence in people's life here. It feels like you have loved ones who want you, and it's almost like you're not seeing how much of a big impact your presence has. You're just seeing it as, I need to tick that box, I need to do this, I need to make sure I've got time to do that and make sure I go to work and do this and blah, blah. But actually, it feels like you just need to be a bit more present with your social interactions here. As you end this year, there's going to be a little bit of a feeling of like, oh, I wish I made more of an effort here. I wish I did more of that there. You know, especially because we start your reading with the Three of Cups reversed. It's almost like you wish you took something more seriously, or you wish you gave more of like more present energy to that situation. I also see the Three of Cups reversed as like not really wanting to be a part of something anymore. So for some of you, let me just clarify this real quick. What is that message about, Spirit, for Scorpio? One not wanting to be a part of something anymore. The Strength card keeps coming up for all of us. It feels like you're having the courage to be more serious about things that you may not have taken seriously before. And what that means is missing out on certain things that could be distractions. For some of y'all, this is having the courage to not overindulge this holiday season, okay? The message I got was alcohol, but you can take it either way. That was just for me to understand what this is about. But for some of y'all, this is the courage to kind of not go all the way left and to stay focused on what your own little goals are, especially if you're trying to be physically conscious of your health or something here. It just feels like you're taking this more seriously this time, which is so interesting. Maybe this time last year you had regrets about how the holidays played out or how things went down. Um, Maybe this time last year you wish you took more advantage of the opportunities that 2020 gave you, whereas as we wrap up this year you're kind of like, no, I'm not going to mess around. I want to be very careful and serious about this. I want to say that people want more of you, but you seem to be declining offers and opportunities. It's like people are inviting you, but you're like, no, I just need this. This is what I need. I just want this, and I will always make time for that. I don't want this, I don't want drunk nights out. I don't want this sort of fickle, pretend, happy acquaintances. Like, I want meaningful connection. I want to take this seriously. So it's so interesting to me. I feel like you're undervaluing your presence in certain people's lives, but at the same time, you're just very focused on what is going to make you happy. Now, I also feel that for some of y'all, you need to start reanimating in certain areas of your life. Some of y'all have really pulled back. Scorpio season for you could have been about just sort of, doing what you had to for your birthday and then just going back into your shell and and isolating. So for some of you, this year as it ends is going to be about you actually coming out of your shell again and really slowly, comfortably, don't rush. Don't feel forced. But people want more of your time, Scorpio. People miss you. People seem to want more of you. This makes me think of one of my best friends. So her. Can we get some more cards? Yeah, you got your guard up here. You're very protective. You're like, what's mine is mine. I don't really want to share it with other people. Other people can want me, but I only want this. Okay? Your advice is to let your guard down a little bit and to get more animated and to get more like a part of your life again. Your social circle seems to miss you a lot. We have woman holding a coin reversed. Interesting. It feels like work could be getting really busy as we end this year. It feels like you may be having your doubts about your income as we end this year, so try not to overspend, okay? Just with work, money seems to be a little bit of a question mark here. Either it's unreliable, you could be earning money that is very reliant upon how many hours you get. So just consider saving, putting money aside, and trying not to overspend here, which is where that overindulgence could be as well. Excuse me, sir. Can you sit down? Good boy. It's okay. Just sit down. What else does Scorpio need to know about the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Kirk, I can't shuffle like this. What else does Scorpio need to know about the end of 2021? Yeah, okay. You have a lot of opportunities. A lot of people want your attention, sweets, but you seem to be very focused on only one thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all, though, because if that one thing is the 10 of Cups, like, who am I to tell you not to look at that? Like, it makes sense. Yeah, I'm going to cancel a drink down at the bar for like a weekend of pure bliss with the people I love. Like, I'm not going to tell you that that's wrong. It seems to be the right thing to do for you. I see that you're very clear here about what you want as you end this year. Your heart seems to be very set on something. We have the garden and the gate, which is interesting. So you have a choice to make here with an existing relationship. It could be getting more serious for some of y'all. This makes me curious, but that's probably the other reason why the Page of Cups is reversed. I feel like there's a bit of courage needed to do this, needing to get more serious. Wow, some of y'all could be getting, anyway, I don't ever want to be that person who breaks the news and ruins the surprise, but some of y'all could be getting engaged. Sorry. Take it if it resonates. But listen, I just see that there's a decision here of needing to kind of take something to the next level, getting more serious. And it feels like this is about being selective as well and getting focused on what you want truly. Is there anything else from this deck that Scorpio needs to know? Trust yourself. So there is this message here, regardless of what the message is. If we look at romance, if we look at finances, Don't lose your footing here, because it feels like you're going to get very wrapped up in the beautiful energies that will be coming this end of this year, whether you choose to do a quick little getaway for you and the ones that you love, or whether you choose to get away from the people who are jeopardizing chances you have with the ones you love. Just stay grounded, because I do think that you kind of get so wrapped up in it that you may accidentally overspend, you may accidentally overindulge, and it could lead to you feeling a little like you've let yourself down. It's not so much that you're actually gonna be at a point where you're without and you're struggling, but you feel like you've let yourself down here. Strange message, Scorpio. Just look after your beautiful self, please. Is there anything else they need to know about the end of this year? Oh, hello. We have believe in the impossible. I feel like many of you need to know that whatever this is, some of y'all, it's a simple message of having courage to be able to get more serious about the things in your life. I want you to know, with the believe in the impossible card coming out, something that you've been really wanting is within your grasp. It's just about seeing your potential in this task, because I was getting that message that some of y'all are undervaluing your presence in people's lives and how important you are and how special you are, as well as how many people kind of want you around. You're kind of undervaluing yourself. So for some of you, you need to know that you are loved, you are cherished, and people really appreciate your energy. And when you're not there, they miss you. They do. So it's really important that you trust yourself and that you believe that what you want is within grasp. I also feel, we have full moon in Pisces reversed here. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Scorpio, I think that the end of this year is kind of about facing some sort of fear and also just staying grounded amidst all of this busyness, because you do feel like things are going to be busy for you. And I think that in that routine, in that cycle, you kind of just forget sometimes that there's other things that you want as well, and there's other things that make you happy as well. I feel like I'm getting so many mixed messages for you, so I need to ground myself. What is the last advice for Scorpio for the end of the year, please, Spirit? Yeah, you have all these intuitive messages coming through of trust and faith. Trust and faith, trust and faith. Interesting. To close your reading, Scorpio, the end of 2021 for you is calling for you to have courage. It is calling for you to stay focused on what you want. Is calling for you to, I want to say, be aware. It's not like you need to do anything miraculous. You're already like on a pretty good trajectory. This is based on your current energy. I just think that you do need to stay grounded sometimes, and you need to stay connected to your manifestation as well. Try not to get too wrapped up in the cycle of manifesting to the point where you forget to actually do it as well. The first card that came out for you was I see. So I see that the end, I see that the end of this year, something is going to start to make a lot more sense to you, and you're going to realize like why certain things had to play out that way. It feels like you're in a very intuitive energy, and on one hand, not a heck of a lot could be happening for you, but on the other hand, you seem to be picking up a lot of energetic shifts. And it feels like either you're going to want to just isolate yourself and not really have a lot to do with a lot of people. You're just going to want to vibe with your little selective group. Or some of you are going to reanimate and want to be more present and want to be more social. So whichever side you fall on, you are being called to be honest to your loved ones and to bring a level of expression to these connections that I feel is lacking, because it feels like you've been in your own mind here and that people are kind of missing you. I keep getting that energy from you, whether it's your parents, whether it's loved ones, a partner maybe, whether it's like siblings. It feels like people miss you. And for many of you, it could be your siblings with the Three of Cups reversed. It could just be your friends. I feel like you may surprise yourself with the actions you take at the end of this year. So try not to say no maybe just say, oh, I'm busy, but I don't know if I can make it. I feel that what you are going to want more of is connection, but I think that you also just want to be left alone. So don't commit yourself to anything, but leave the door open in case you do want to go. Don't say no. With surprise here, this song is Wait a Minute by Willow. So this is the only song you have, and it says, wait a minute, I think I left my consciousness in the 6th dimension. Some things don't work, some things are bound to be, some things they hurt and they tear apart me. So it feels like you're just like trying to, you know, maybe I don't want this anymore. Even though these people miss me, I don't want to spend time with them. I want to take this more seriously. I want to take my family more seriously. Whatever this is, it's like your Scorpio season made you grow up a little bit, and you're trying to take the holidays more seriously this year, and you're trying to do things a little differently by cutting off traditions that you used to do and creating your own instead. And whatever it is, it's very much about feeling what feels best for you, and whether that is isolating yourself or slowly, you know, randomly just showing up for family events when you want to, not because people expect you to be there, but because you had time to be there and you told them, you know, maybe I could make it if I'm not busy. I just see that Scorpio season made you feel like you had to grow up a little bit. Maybe this birthday for you really just put a new sort of heaviness to the way that you look at this time of the year, and you're trying to really be careful about what you commit yourself to. So that's what I see for you, Scorpio, for the end of this year. I hope that was helpful. I hope it kind of made a bit of more sense to you, because to be honest, there's a lot of contradicting there. I feel like you haven't completely made your mind up about how you're going to end this year, but I do see some big shifts in your 2021, mostly because of what your recent birthday made you feel. It's like you want to be very selective and serious about what makes you happy and what you're achieving. So it's beautiful. A lot of interesting energies there. I'm going to shuffle these cards and then we'll get ready for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Kirk's sitting on my lap now. See, like, this is all he had to do to be quiet. And instead he had to run around for 2 hours making noise. Oh, my days. I don't know if I'll ever have kids because I feel like I got a cat and a baby. Oh my lord. Okay. Please help me to cleanse the energy in this room, on my body, and on my cards so that I may offer clear, honest messages to Sagittarius. Oh, let's make some space here. I've got all my water bottles on the table. Okay. Exhaling. Leave Scorpio. Let's move forward to Sagittarius now. Sagittarius. What can Sagittarius expect for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? Interesting. We have the star coming out first. How are you feeling, by the way, if you're still watching on my days? It's going to be a long stream. We have the King of Pentacles in the upright. I love that, Samantha. Yeah, I feel that though for you. We have the King of Wands in the upright. What is going on with Sagittarius, the end of 2021, Spirit? Sagittarius. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's what happens when you sit in my lap. Sometimes cards will fall on you. It's okay, they're just made out of cardboard. He's like, ah. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh. So grumpy all the time. What can Sagittarius expect for the end of 2021? Hello, we have the Lovers. How you just get in this beautiful, miraculous energy. Sagittarius, it is your season, and it shows in your cards. Big things. To be honest, a lot of people are looking to you as this year ends. I don't know why, but I'm getting like a lot of focus on you, a lot of energy on you. People around you, people looking at you. Sagittarius, your bottom deck energy is the 8 of Cups in the reverse position. What I can tell you is that the end of this year has you rethinking things. It makes you question some of the choices you made, some of the actions you've taken, and some of the things that you have done, to the point where, like, it's not heavy. It's just like oh yeah, I haven't spoken to that person in a while, let me go back and see, what they're doing. And I think that people are very invested in your presence, so just be careful, because it's like people are expecting you to be more than what you're able to be. And this is where I feel Sagittarius gets a bad rap, because you just do what you feel is right for you at that time. But I think that, especially if you're dealing with earth signs, they're expecting your presence in their life to be more stable and more there, more like reliable, whereas you're just here vibing with what you feel is the best thing to do right now. Now, that message aside, I want you to know that when it comes to your money, I do see a leveling up, but I see this happening based upon something that you weren't planning. I see you getting almost like a promotion here with the King of Pentacles, or just ending this year feeling like you really tick some big boxes when it comes to your finances. I feel like you're reassessing your goals moving forward, and you're trying to kind of look to others for inspiration to figure out like what you should be doing. I want to say that you end this year with a lot of optimism, a lot of hope, and this sort of like open-eyed, starry-eyed look at what the future could be, right? Because of that, a lot of people are looking at you as well. They're like, damn, Sagittarius is so positive. Sagittarius is really like doing well, especially if you're sharing your success on social media. I feel like people are looking at that and they're like, how can I get me what Sagittarius has? So just be careful there, because people are like looking at you and wanting to, what I'm getting is like almost copy you, but it's not that bad. It's not like a low vibrational energy. It's just that this is where intentions get a little bit, or expectations get a little bit blown out of proportion, right? Because you're here for yourself, whereas other people are looking at you as like, what can I get from Sagittarius? So I do feel with you that the end of this year, you're not going to have a heck of a lot of plans when it comes to, in terms of, it feels like you're very focused on like one area of your life. The other stuff is just, whatever happens on the day, whatever happens, I'll just leave it open. It's not something I'm going to be putting energy into. I'll prepare for, this, and I'll make sure that I have this set, but everything else, like, I don't need to focus on it. And that's where people may be skewing their own expectations of you, Sagittarius, because I feel like your lack of preparation leaves people's imaginations like to their own, and they're like, yeah, Sagittarius is going to be there, Sagittarius is going to do this. So the end of your year, I think you're going to be rethinking paths that you want to take. It's almost like you're rethinking a long-term road that you had been traveling on, for the lack of a better word. It's almost like you're looking at the future as like, I don't know, I really don't know at this point. I feel like you don't have any plans made, and I don't mean to stereotype Sagittarius's energy, but with the King of Wands reverse, the Knight of Pentacles reverse, the Lovers reverse, either you've changed your mind about something, or you're just like, you know what, I'm just not going to make my mind up about anything. I'm just going to leave it open. Now, this seems to be something that, again, like people are just taking out of proportion. So just be careful with that. I want to get some more cards out, because I don't understand why you need to have this message. Like, is there anything else Spirit wants you to know? Why do you want them to know this, Spirit? Is there anything else Sagittarius should know about their end of 2021? We have community. The main reason you need to know this is because Spirit's saying be careful that you don't burn bridges with people that you actually want to be around. I think that's the main reason here with community. Spirit's kind of saying that you may be so focused on yourself right now that you may have the tendency to step on other people's toes. The only reason I feel this coming out is if you're in a group where there's like a lot of you and it gets competitive sometimes, or like it couldn't even, maybe it's just 3 of you, because I'm seeing 2 kings and a knight. It feels like they're all in competition with each other. and you're just out here looking at yourself, focusing on yourself, right? Like achieving your own goals, Kirkus. Achieving your own goals, doing your own thing, striving for your own ambitions, being your own light. And these two are over here, like, not conspiring. I don't want to feed that energy into your reading, but certainly a little bit jealous, to say the least, and kind of just wondering, like, what you're actually doing. Because I feel like these people, I don't know, I don't like this. I don't like this energy around you. I feel like they completely misread you, Sagittarius. I feel like this is not this is not a helpful energy. So you need to be aware of it, because maybe it's something that will happen around your birthday, to be honest with you. You just seem to be this beautiful light, and it's only because you're focusing on yourself. Yet we have this sort of dampened energy that Spirit wants you to be aware of. I'm hearing check your company. So the people around you, just be careful. Just be careful. That's the main reason. I don't want to make it any bigger than it needs to be. Just be careful about the company that you keep, okay? At the end of the year. We don't need everybody around us, especially people who are jealous, or people who are projecting unrealistic expectations, or people who are like talking bad about us because they don't understand our plan. Like, you're out here vibing. You're just focusing on yourself. I don't know. It's very interesting. We also have rest and rejuvenation reversed. I feel like these people just don't deserve your time. So we're going to keep moving forward. Is there anything else that they need to know, Spirit, Sagittarius? Yeah, you should be focused on your money. Mostly because I think your finances require your attention right now for the woman holding a coin to be reversed. Either it's a positive point of focus, like you're doing well, or it's something that you need to improve upon. And you would know which side you fall on, sweets, because either you're out here really as this beacon of inspiration, inspiring other people as well with what you've been able to achieve, or it's actually something that you've projected as a social media sort of mask, and really you need to focus on your money. The reason why woman holding a coin is reversed as well is because Spirit's just saying that when it comes to money, try not to fall into this habit of paying for other people over the end of the year, especially when it comes to your birthday. We're coming into the signs who will be having birthdays at the end of this year. You're one of them, and there's this feeling of just protecting your money and your assets, especially if these aren't really nice people in the first place. Try not to get roped into paying for them when it comes to social situations or your own birthday. I feel with the woman holding a coin reversed too, there's just this feeling of protecting your own money. Like, I don't like these two people in your energy. I really don't. I feel like you're curious about them, but I don't think they're worth your energy or your effort. We'll see what Spirit says, but I don't trust them. With Blossoming Abundance reversed, this is interesting. They feel like they're competing against you, whereas you're just seeing them as friends, you know? You're seeing them as like people on your level, and they're seeing you as like, no, you're up here and we want to be there, so we're going to try to use you to get there. And I don't like that. Blossoming Abundance reversed is interesting. I see that, honestly, the end of this year could be showing people's true colors to you. And it's very important that you try not to take it personally, because it's actually the highest form of flattery, really. Like, these are people who seemingly want to be you. So just be careful. And if you're a cross-watcher, this could be why the energy is getting very confused. But I feel like what's going on here is, Sagittarius, you towards the end of the year really need to stay focused on yourself. You need to start looking at your friendships realistically. You need to see who is only around you because they're jealous and they want what you have. And you need to stay open to a change of social circumstances. I feel your mind being changed here about how you see someone, because their true colors are going to be shown to you. And I see you taking more action towards areas of your life that you have been neglecting. I see your focus shifting. You're choosing to focus on something else because somebody else was wasting your time. And I see you needing to also focus on your money, because there could be money coming out of your pocket that doesn't need to, in terms of there could be like direct debits that are coming out that maybe need to be looked into, or there could be people mooching off our success when they don't need to be. Just really checking what's coming out of your account here, because some of this money doesn't need to be coming out, is what Spirit's overall message is. Very interesting, Sagittarius. I don't like these energies around you, but I love your energy. You're very much like focused on you, and you're showing up really well. So stay focused and try not to get too distracted by what other people think of you. We also have disgust, yeah. So Spirit's advice here is to see people for who they truly are. I know that this isn't the best energy to get in terms of a reading, especially when it's your birthday month. I wish it could be beautifully positive and all about you, but I think the main reason this came through is because as the focus is on you, you're also going to be getting energy that you're going to realize like you don't want more of. So with Cola by Arlo Parks, keep your eyes open, keep your mind open, and allow your circumstances to move forward for the better. Whoever is there is meant to be there. Whoever isn't there, it's time to cut them off, basically. With Healer here, I do see you being more realistic about what's around you. This card, Hot Tub Dream Machine by Toby Lou, I'm seeing same old you, but a different me. That's the main line that stands out for me. Same old you, but a different me. Maybe we can be human beings. So I feel like people got very attached to who you used to be because you used to have less than they did. Now you're someone that people look up to. It's really important that you don't lose your head to others, okay? Like, don't let people get the best of you. You're striving, you're hustling in your own little way. Someone that you really look up to here is going to be loyal and is going to support you through this. And I feel like you can trust them because you know them. They're basically like family to you. But everything else, we just need to, distance ourselves from here. I think this is helpful for you because 2022, you don't have to have all these people in your life. You don't have to have the whole group. Let's just have this little selection of people around us. Sorry, this is such a specific message, Sagittarius. We also have I feel the sacral chakra coming out for you. Second chakra of growth, sexuality, creation, passion. This is your womb, your ovaries, or your testicles in terms of your body parts. So this is really, I'm seeing healing, I'm seeing growth, I'm seeing ambition here. And I'm seeing us needing to get there by looking at our circumstances realistically. So really, your advice here, eyes open, mind open. Acknowledge how some people haven't changed, whereas you have. You've grown, you've elevated. Acknowledge how you are still growing and let yourself continue to move forward. And don't let people get the best of you. Don't lose your head here. Just keep it cool and cut the cord, cut the cord. I see that people's true colors are going to be revealed to you. And if you feel like you need to focus more on your money, stay open to other opportunities, because if finances have not been as great as this reading is showing them as being, then it's because you need to stay open to other ways of getting income as well. What this means is in 2022, there could be a job change for a lot of you, or there could just be other plans made in ways that you gain income. I see you trying to go back to old connections and old places and just trying to sort of get that feeling back and not really being happy with what you're getting. In fact, there feels like there's jealousy around you, and you're really just needing to look at it for what it is. It is the highest form of flattery, but it's also energy that you don't need. You do have someone very loyal around you who is going to stand by your side, who's going to look after you, who's going to be a rock that you can rely on. And this person's going to put things into perspective. Like, hey, yeah, of course they're jealous. Like, you're beautiful. You're amazing. People look up to you. You're wonderful. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. Goodness me. I didn't like the tangent that went on, but I guess you need to know this because your birthday should be an opportunity for you to feel cherished, loved, and adored for who you are, for where you've come from, and who you're becoming. And if people can't be there to celebrate you in that way, then maybe they need to leave. Like, seriously, oh my days. I wish I was the bouncer at your party. Oh my gosh. I would just be like, 3 cards out. You're the snake. Get out. Leave Sagittarius alone. But it's not always that simple. So just trust your intuition. Sagittarius people are very intuitive. I don't think a lot of people know that or appreciate that. You're very intuitive and you follow opportunity. So that's why you're so attractive. That's why people want you so badly. Keep following your opportunities. Let me cleanse the energy. I've got to keep moving forward. Speaking of opportunity, my days. We got to go on to Capricorn now. Oh gosh, Capricorn. I wonder what's going to happen for you. Capricorn. I never like talking about jealousy in readings because it's an energy that I don't want to promote. But if it comes through, I feel like it's always helpful because jealousy as an emotion can be so confusing, you know, like when you're confronted with it. I personally don't recognize it until afterwards. Like sometimes I'm like, why was that person so standoffish? Why were they so uncomfortable around me? Why were they so nervous? And then in hindsight, it's like, oh, maybe there was a bit of jealousy there. So I don't always like to talk about it, but if it comes through in a reading, I feel like it's very helpful to know, just to help understand what's going on in that confusing social interaction. So moving forward to Capricorn. Capricorn, are there any Capricorns left in the chat? I feel like y'all have been so patient. Or maybe you just left and came back and were like, you know what, she's gonna be a while. Let me come back later. Oh, Capricorn. Okay. I've been waiting patiently, bless. Okay. Outside in the background, stop, my heart. I don't think so. It would be obvious if they were because they would show up in the window immediately. My house is like on a slant, so you would be able to see someone's face like right there. The audacity. That is terrifying. I love to watch those bloody story times though on YouTube of like people going live and crazy shit happens. So I don't want to manifest that in today's video. Let's just hope for safety. Okay, Capricorn, please Spirit. What can Capricorn expect for the rest of 2021? Wait, Capricorn, please breathe out. I feel nervousness here. What can Capricorn expect for the end of 2021, please, Spirit? What can Capricorn expect? We have the Four of Pentacles. Let go. For some of y'all, this is about taking a break as well with the Four of Pentacles. Letting go of something that you're holding onto too tightly. Which could be a routine. It could just be, yeah, it could just be this, the Ace of Cups reversed. What does Capricorn need to know about the end of 2021? Ooh, okay, something better is waiting. We have the Empress coming out for you in the upright position. What can Capricorn expect for the end of 2021? Oh, stop. That's beautiful, that is. Is this supposed to be upright or reversed, please, Spirit? Upright or reversed? It's upright. Hey, we got the sun coming out for y'all. Or should I say us, but I'm going to read this third person. It's the best way to get the most unbiased answers, excuse me. We also have the Three of Swords. Do I want to get another card? Nah, we'll leave it at that. To be honest with you, there is so much hope here. There is so much openness. Your bottom deck energy is the Four of Wands in the reverse position. The only reason why there's so much hope is because it is time to let go of something, Capricorn. Ending this year is about ending some sort of struggle, something that we may be overthinking, or something that just may be on our mind. I feel over here with the Four of Pentacles reversed that we do have to stay consistent with something. But this Four of Pentacles is also just about letting go of structure and boundaries in a way, so that we can make room for other things that aren't so planned and careful. I feel with the Four of Pentacles upright, there's going to be moments that we can't prepare for, and we have to allow those to be a part of our little plans. The other reason why the Four of Pentacles is upright is there is also this feeling of staying committed to something. So not to contradict the other message, but when it comes to money, when it comes to a budget or some sort of financial plan for the end of the year, stay committed to it. Try not to get too loosey-goosey. I don't think you need to know that though. Like, you don't need the advice, you just need to know that, yes, stay consistent, because the advice is something that you're going to do anyway. I feel with the Four of Pentacles here, it is about being ready to be more accommodating and to be a bit more loose when it comes to plans, because there could be unexpected things happening here, but it's nothing that is going to disrupt the equilibrium. I feel like the Capricorns that I'm getting here, the energy that I'm getting here, is very much like tight. It's like it feels all accounted for. It feels like Saturn's restrictive rings are just like keeping it all together. So I feel like the message here as we end this year is to be a little bit more open, but I don't really see that happening for a lot of Capricorns. I see a lot of Capricorns just kind of really planning and preparing and keeping things very tight and structured. Very Saturn-like energy here. With the Ace of Cups reversed, there is this interesting feeling of pulling back and allowing someone else to push forward. Now, the reason why the Ace of Cups could be reversed is it feels like an unrequited situation of needing to kind of pull energy away and to not be too sort of attached, so that we can see what else comes in. When we pull back, then we can see like, okay, who else is given? You know, like I feel like I'm the only one contributing. Who else is giving? And this doesn't just have to be about love for some of you. This could be about putting money together for the holidays. Maybe you're the only one that's financing this. You know, whatever this is, it's about allowing space for others to give as well, so that you're not over giving, so that you're letting room for other people to take care of you as well as this year wraps up. Especially when it comes to your birthday, Capricorn. If you're a December baby, make sure you're giving space for others to actually come in. Try not to get too cut off and like, nah, don't want any of this. Stay open to that love and affection that people want to give you. Now, the other message here with the Empress is that I feel as this year ends, there is going to be an opportunity to expand. But the thing that I'm feeling with this Empress is that we don't need to rush to do this before the year's ended. It's more about allowing this opportunity to continue to grow until we're ready to act. So to put it into more of a context, what this gives me is pregnancy, right? Like the Empress is pregnant with possibility. She's not giving birth yet, although the sun is here. She's not giving birth. She's just letting the abundance grow until it is time to act. So if you've been growing something in your little empire, if you've been growing something and you've been waiting to sort of use it or to plant it or to take action upon it, I don't think that 2021 is going to be the time to do it. I think that 2022 is. Let it grow, let it continue to cultivate, have faith that what you are manifesting will eventuate when the timing is right. I don't think it's yet ready for this to be birthed. I think you need to just sit on it and let it continue to grow first. You're in a very hoarding kind of energy, and in this way, your intuition is spot on. It's not a time to rush. We got to just let it happen naturally. With the sun here, I see reunion with loved ones. I see some people from out of town coming back to see you. This isn't unexpected with the sun. This is very much expected. This is plans made. This could have to do with your birthday if you're a December Capricorn, just the holidays in general. The other reason why the sun is here is just causes for celebration in your life. So as this year ends, I see a lot of joy, sweets. I see a lot of happiness. I see your mood being very high vibrational, and it's not going to be like that all the time because you are a bit stressed out about money, I feel, or you're just a bit stressed out over like how much you have to give. versus how much people are going to give to you. But I do want you to know that despite that stress or despite that concern of like what's going on over there, you are overall in general in a very positive mood. The other reason why the sun is here is I feel like this is about being more present and not being too detached, especially with the Four of Pentacles starting this reading. I feel like the Four of Pentacles is like us being very like, oh, I don't know if I have time, I don't know if I have a lot to give, I don't know if I can do that. But the sun is like, please just take a load off, like take advantage of this opportunity, be open, be ready, and just let it happen presently. Try not to be too like structured and planning. Just stay open to what happens as it happens. The end of 2021 is going to bring a lot of joy, okay? A lot of happiness and a lot of moments with loved ones for you. That's a very simple side of it. I can check on money if that's something that you're very concerned about here with the Four of Pentacles. You're being called to actually collaborate with others. So if there was a concern over money over here, it feels like you need to make collaborative investments. Consider partnerships, consider working with other people, or consider bringing somebody else on to help you out as well. I feel like the Three of Pentacles is just collaborative work. I want to say that you could be planning a trip away from home the end of this year. If you're not, I think you need to. I think it might be time to kind of like see people that you haven't seen in a while, or to do something that different. The Four of Wands reversed, it feels like you need to get out of like a comfort zone a little bit, some sort of routine a little bit. What is this card again? The Three of Swords. Okay, so this is the elephant in the room that we need to talk about. Three of Swords ending your reading tells me that this year doesn't seemingly end in the way that you had maybe expected it to, but however it is ending, it is happening so that your mind can go like this, so that you can be open, so that you can stay open to new ideas, to new opportunities, and to what is yet to come. I see the Three of Swords really allowing you to look at things in a more expansive way. So it doesn't always just come in like a, oh yay, thank you for that epiphany. Often, which is why we have this symbolism, it comes with a bit of pain. So stay open-minded here. As the year ends, just trust that whatever happens, it's happening so that we can expand into new opportunities, and understand that whatever shocking information comes this way, it comes with the intention of expanding the possibilities, so that you're not just stuck in the same mentality or cycle that you were in previously. Let's get some oracle cards out here, please. Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect for the rest of 2021, please, Spirit? We have Angel of Balance coming out in the upright position. Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. Things will balance out, especially if you do need to pull back your energy so that others can step forward and fill your cup. Things will balance out here. We have Indecision. Interesting. How will the end of 2021 manifest for Capricorn, Spirit? What can Capricorn expect for the end of 2021? This is so interesting to me. I've got two signs of romance here. Oh Lord. Journey reversed. Yeah, something doesn't happen the way that you're expecting it to. It's not quite the path that you were expecting to take. There could be a separation here, okay? Maybe because now we have the man holding a heart and the woman holding a heart, both here with their hearts. And yet with the Three of Swords and the Four of Wands reversed, it may not be happening in the way that we expected it to. So take this message if it resonates. When it comes to love, Capricorn, this year ends in a way where we're feeling disappointed, to say the least. It's not exactly the opportunity that we were hoping for. And we don't really know how much more we're expected to give in this situation either. But at the same time, we have to accept the facts for what they are and just stay open to information as it comes. I see that love, there is a feeling of mutual emotions here and feelings, but it just hasn't eventuated in the way that we expected it to. Some of y'all may need to make a decision about a relationship as you end this year, Capricorn. I see with indecision here, we could be feeling like we're just going in cycles or circles with somebody, especially with journey reverse. It's like a never-ending story. But with that being said, with balance being here, I feel like that energy, much like the Ace of Cups reverse, needs to be taken from that space and towards something else. Because if we're the only ones giving in this situation, it's not going to be successful. So leave room for this person to give to you as well and step back. Other than that, I do see you ending the year feeling very balanced, feeling like, okay, like this is good. I feel like I've done a little bit of this, I've done a little bit of that, like I'm doing well. The Angel of Balance says that things do balance out for you, Capricorn, but you are feeling conflicted about a matter of the heart here, and you're trying to stay open-minded, but you're feeling like, you know what, I just don't know how much more I'm expected to give here. You also have the New Moon in Cancer card. You and your loved ones are safe in the reverse position. So what I feel with this card reversed is that you may be trying to distract yourself from something with other people. It's like that situation of, well, if I can't focus on romantic love, I'm going to focus on family love. You know, if I can't focus on love, I'm going to focus on work. If I can't focus on work because it's stressing me out, I'm going to focus on family. Diverting your attention here because you don't feel opportunities. You feel cut off from those opportunities, if anything. It feels like you're a little bit like, you know what, I'm just sick of focusing on that. Let me focus on something else for once. I see adjustments are required reverse. So actually you're being told that you're doing everything right, which makes me think that it's not something that you're doing, sweets. It makes me think that the bigger situation here is needing to play out, which is why the Angel of Balance is here, kind of saying that this is happening as it is intended to, as frustrating as it is. This is the journey. Just try to divert your attention elsewhere. Don't you hate it when that message comes out though? I do. I hate it when they're like, oh, just focus on what you can focus on. But that's the truth, because otherwise it's just going to take stress from you, and we don't need that as we finish this year. We also have show the world the real you. So with your connections, with your social interactions, with the people you spend your time with, shine, shine, shine. Show them the real you. Take this as an opportunity to be proud, to feel accomplished, to let people see what you've been working on, to let people see what you've been growing. You're not yet ready to give birth to some of these things, but certainly allow them to continue to grow and be proud about that. Make sure that you're being authentic with the people around you, because I feel like people have a genuine interest in you. So as you end this year, I feel like you're going to feel quite hopeful, despite the other stuff that's going on here when it comes to emotions. I do think that you have people that are curious about you, that want to know about you, and that want to communicate with you. Communication is key, New Moon in Gemini. You seem to be a lot more social than you're expecting. So the end of this year, I do see like a little social crew around you, maybe because of your birthday. But it just feels like people are asking questions. You're in the limelight a little bit. You're gonna feel like a little bit of like a, yeah, people are paying attention to me. I like that. But I don't like it for too long. So interesting. What is the advice for Capricorn as this year ends? Oh, love is so complicated. Or are you just making it complicated? What is the advice for Capricorn as this year ends, please, Spirit? Going round in cycles is never fun, though. Goodness me. We have it. Yay. Oh, wow. So your advice as this year ends, we have distraction. Yeah. I'll call you back. It's time to pull back energy. It's time to pull back. Keep it to yourself. Now, I feel like this is because we need to give room for somebody else to start giving to us. So this is I'll Call You Back by Erykah Badu. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking and mixing and fixing the sauces, and I'll call you back. Running around in the city, I run it, I like it, I'm busy, so I'll call you back. Now, I feel like this is because even though you may feel like a certain area of your life, aka love, is not really moving in the way that you want to, some of y'all could be in very happy, stable relationships here. For these two to come out, that is rare. You could be very happy and stable, but maybe it's just you feel like you're stuck in a cycle here with this person and it's still not just moving forward in the way that you want to. I'm being shown that you don't need to change anything. This situation is evolving naturally, so distract yourself helpfully into other areas of your life. I'm also being shown the song Just a Girl by No Doubt, reminding you that you are a badass being and that you are fully capable of creating your own happiness and success, especially with the Empress and the Sun here. There's this feeling of like growth with you, and it comes through again with the sacral chakra, growth, growth, growth. Regardless of gender, I just see like a lot of like pregnation, for lack of a better word. It's like you're pregnant with opportunity, and 2022 is you giving birth to a lot. So Maiden here says that you're nobody's victim. You're out here rescuing yourself, making yourself, you know, the person that you maybe aspired to be with. Take this pink ribbon off my eyes. I'm exposed and it's no big surprise. Don't you think I know exactly where I stand? This world is forcing me to hold your hand. There's a defiance in this song, no doubt. Just a Girl. There's such a defiance there of like, no, actually, I'm not going to hold your hand. That's what they expect from me. Like, I'm just a girl. It's a whole like mockery. So it's very interesting because despite all of this, I see you being very happy. I see you feeling very fruitful. I see you feeling creative. I see you wanting to express yourself, and I do see you blossoming and shining. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. You're an interesting one. I'm so sorry about the love situation and the confusion. I see that the cycle is going to end. It may not end by your hand because I don't think the ball is in your court, sweets. I think the ball is in your partner's court. And I think that if you resonate with that love situation of going around in cycles, I think it's very much up to the person that you're dealing with to figure out what the heck they want to do, because you're out here focusing on yourself and succeeding because of that. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. Let's move forward to Aquarius now. I'm going to shuffle this. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. And we got a lot of masculine and feminine energy for Capricorn as well. We have masculine energy here, feminine energy. So there's a beautiful feeling of balance and synergy, working together with both qualities of I am and I know. Beautiful. And then we had the masculine energies of the woman and the man holding a heart as well. I know Kirkus, he's so hot, but I don't want to turn the aircon on. Otherwise it'll cause too much noise, and we're so close to finishing. We've just got Aquarius and Pisces left. What's the time? It's 1 o'clock. I didn't realize I've been live for 3 hours. Holy heck, no wonder you're hot, Kirk. The aircon has been off for 3 hours. Oh my days. Please help me to cleanse the energy in this room from my body and from my cards so that I may offer clear, honest messages to Aquarius. Holy heck, no wonder he's so hot. Sorry, sir. You're okay. He's very precious. He's spoiled, so if he doesn't get what he wants, as you've seen, if you've watched this far, he gets very vocal. Oh Lord. Okay, Aquarius, please, Spirit. What can Aquarius expect for the end of 2021? What can Aquarius expect for the end of 2021? Do we have any Aquarius people watching? We have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. Hey, there's Aquarius. Oh, bless you for staying that long. All right, come on. Let's get some messages for you then. What can Aquarius expect for the end of 2021, Spirit? We have the 5 of Wands coming out. 2 5s. There's a changes here. There's a changes. Oh my days. You know what? I haven't drunk water and it shows. My vocabulary's slipping. There's a changes. There's a change here for you. 2 changes. That's why I said changes. Ooh, 10 of Swords. You know what? I knew somebody was going to get this, and I'm actually really glad it's you, because I feel like you're the best sign to deliver this message to. You'll get it. Aquarius, please, Spirit. What does the end of 2021 have in store for Aquarius? Y'all, you got 3 5s and a 10. So the number 5 is very, very significant for you. We also have the King of Cups in the reverse position. Your bottom deck energy at this point is the Devil. So interesting. The Devil is upright. what I can tell you is the end of 2021 for you, Aquarius, is very much about getting free, right? Like literally, I wouldn't be surprised if the song that we get from my musical messages deck is Get Free by Major Lazer. This is all about like changing and making changes so that you're setting yourself up for the best possible success in the new year. It feels like you're really just not wanting to take too much anymore. You're not wanting to take other people's burdens. You're not wanting to take too much on. You're not wanting people to just take advantage of you as well. For some of you, you could be changing your job situation as well if you felt overburdened in work. Even anything, if you felt overburdened in relationships, in work, in friendships, at home, maybe you felt like a victim to your own, like, I'm hearing eating. Maybe you felt like, you know what, I'm not happy with how I look. Like, whatever it is, you're like, I'm nobody's victim anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I see you liberating yourself, and I see you doing it very abruptly. So the only thing I can say is please be kind to yourself as you do this. I feel like many of you will try to be like that bitch, sorry for swearing, but you want to do it in such a way where like you're holding yourself accountable and you're being a bit harsh to yourself about this so that you can get out of it as quickly as possible. But it feels like you have New Year's resolutions that you're wanting to start doing now. And whatever this is, it all starts with this feeling of being left behind. So this Five of Pentacles for me, excuse me, my eyes, there's something in this eye, so I apologize if I'm touching it a lot, but there is something in this eye. This Five of Pentacles here, it feels like, excuse me, I think it's Kirk's hair. Kirk. Can't blame him, it's hot, he's shedding. It feels like a change of environment. It's like you're not doing well in whatever situation you're in. It's just this situation in particular is making you feel like you're missing out, like you're out in the cold, like you need to be better, like you want to be better. But instead of blaming somebody else, you're looking at how can you get out of it? What can I do to get out of it? And to be honest with you, the answer isn't very straightforward. It feels like it involves competition, especially if this is a workplace situation. You're a little bit afraid of being noticed. You're a little bit afraid of standing out, and you feel afraid that certain people are going to outdo you. So I see that for some of you, you may be a little bit stubborn about taking action, whereas others are going to just want to jump on it and end it and get out of the victim mentality like now. Others of you are going to take your time overthinking this. I know it's hot. You're going to take your time overthinking this and really just feeling like what is the best thing to do? Like how do I make myself stand out in this situation? My throat just gave way in this situation. Now for some of you, you feel like you're stuck in a situation where you've been betrayed. I see as you end this year, you're going to want to end that cycle as well. You really just don't want to be in this anymore, especially with the Five of Cups reverse. It's like, I'm sick of feeling disappointed. I'm sick of feeling like I never get what I want. And I'm sick of feeling like I have to deal with the loss at the end of the day. Like I'm the one that's losing. With the Five of Cups, it's like, let's change this, please. And to be honest with you, what I love about this reading, Aquarius, I know that these are difficult cards to get, but all of these cards are in the upright. All of this is you embracing that something needs to change and that you're no longer going to be putting up with this. And you're really ending this year, as difficult as it may have been for you, as difficult and challenging as the situation may have been, you're ending it feeling like, okay, it's going to change. Like, I'm not going to let this happen, or I'm not going to let this continue. Like, it's going to change. It's going to get better. There is a strange sense of optimism here and determination to overcome whatever challenges this year has given you. And I see you really trying to be open and smart and wise about this, especially with the King of Cups reversed. You're trying to be wise. You're not trying to be everybody's fool. You're trying to be very selective, very careful, very intuitive, and very aware. It's like you're trying to keep your finger on the pulse here, trying to figure out what to do. So that's why for some of you, I don't see you really taking like crazy quick action. I see you wanting to feel the situation out, let the change happen, and then see what you should do based on your intuitive wisdom. Whereas for others of you, this change couldn't happen quick enough and you're just wanting to bounce, like, get me out of here, please. So let's get some oracle cards for you, Aquarius. Spirit, and it feels like someone betrayed you, and honestly they're lost because they're losing a powerhouse of a person. You're incredible, you are a catch, and you do stand out for the right reasons. So whoever you're walking away from, or whoever you're growing from here, it's not so much walking away, it's like you're growing from the situation. They're really losing you. You may feel like you're grieving them or you're grieving this situation, but it feels like a complete loss on the other side. And I know I sound biased because you're my viewer, but that's the honest feeling that I'm getting in the cards, is that like you have the foresight to be able to see that, like, the way that you're acting upon this is very wise versus the actions that the other situation involved has taken. They did not act with the wisdom that you are acting with. Okay, Spirit. Aquarius, please, Spirit. What else can you tell us about the end of their 2021? Aquarius? Is this card supposed to be upright or reversed, please, Spirit? It is reversed. The door to romance is locked, and you have the only key. We have financial constraints. So for some of you, this is a work situation, workplace taking advantage of you, pushing you to your limits, really making you feel like you had to fight to be seen, and not really paying you enough for what you were doing as well. How dare they? Caring Connections is in the reverse position. Similar message to Leo. It's time to bounce. There's no love here anymore. This situation does not have as much loyalty as you have. You're a very loyal person, Aquarius. And I think that in this situation, as we end this year, you're really recognizing that about yourself, first of all, how much of a catch you are, how much more you deserve versus the situation that you forced yourself to fit in. You really forced yourself, you dimmed your light to fit into this, but you deserve so much more. I see that as you end this year, you're being very selective over what you give, and mostly because you're healing, sweets. You're recovering. You're closing your heart off because it's not about emotions. It's about doing what is best for you. You may feel some type of way. There could still be love here. There could still be loyalty here to a certain degree. Sentimental attachments maybe. But I see that overall, this situation is barren. And we can't continue to thrive based on what we're being given. Look, it's so barren, we've got cobwebs here. Now, when it comes to money, I do see that it is time to look at other employment. As we end this year, we have to consider other financial ways of gaining money, either by switching jobs or by growing from this position, growing our money and focusing on our money. I also see with financial constraints here that with the number 13, you may feel unlucky, but I feel like this is leading to something bigger. The reason why the 13 is on this card is because many people see the number 13 as either being a very unlucky number or a very lucky number. And for me personally, I see it as lucky. So the way that I'm being shown to interpret your reading is that as unfortunate as this situation is, it is leading you to something better, to a better opportunity, especially in money. Now, rest and rejuvenation is saying that you will end this year with some sort of idea of what you should be doing moving forward. You're not going to end this year feeling confused. You're going to know what you need to do and what changes you need to take. And you can take these changes with compassion, but it is important that you focus on love for yourself right now, that you lick your wounds and that you acknowledge that you are healing and your love needs to be cherished within your own hands. Okay, can we get any other messages for Aquarius? Yeah, the answers you need are coming. If you don't feel like you're in this place of certainty yet, you will get the answers that you need before the end of this year, Aquarius. We also have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn, so Capricorn season is very significant for you. You're such a loyal, dedicated person. People need to see that. You should not feel like you need to shout and scream in order to be seen or heard in whatever role you do, whether this is work or a relationship or both. The hard work that you give and the loyalty that you give is something that should be cherished by those around you. And you need to know that your investments or your efforts, just who you are in terms of your dedication, will be seen and recognized by the right people. With New Moon in Capricorn here, I see a new work situation for most of you. I see a new long-term situation for all of you. Whatever it is, all of this change that's happening to you right now is aimed so that you can wrap this year up in a neat little package and get it the hell out of your life. So that by the time you enter 2022, you're starting these new investments, you're starting these new interests, and you're really investing yourself into something that is going to reward you for the effort you put in. Is there anything else they need to know? Your commitment is being tested. Now, I feel like you are this loyal person, and I think that with this card coming out for you, I feel like not everything deserves your commitment. You need to know that as this year ends, your energy is going to start to transform and push and pull in new directions. And I feel like it may be a bit of a head versus heart situation for some of you, right? Especially with the King of Cups reversed. It's like some of you aren't going to want to move yet. You're going to want to just take a bit more time to think about it, to really weigh up the pros and the cons, and to try to have a look at what side of the fence is best to sit on. And that's fine, but just make sure that you're keeping those eyes wide open when it comes to the reality of the situation. What is the advice for Aquarius for the end of this year, please, Spirit, for the rest of this year? But I do see a new opportunity here when it comes to the loyalty and the commitment that you've been feeding into this ungrateful situation. All of this attention is going to be better spent on something that is more attentive and respectful and just genuinely, what's the word? Like grateful for what you give. What is the advice for Aquarius for the end of this year? I know, it's so hot. Yeah, Spirit's like, fight. Fight. Yeah, holy heck, don't give up. Your energy is fight. Wow, fight for your rights. Ooh, I've been listening to a lot of Rage Against the Machine lately. Mostly because I found myself getting into a victim mentality, and I was like, no, don't do this. Like, it's time to get back, like get on your horse and ride. And this song literally came to my mind when this card came out. We have the aggressive emotion, Alrighty Aphrodite by Peach Pit, but the song that I got in my head was Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine. So this song here for you says, take a seat back in your clamshell. If the ocean's not enough, nor am I. If I'd known you sold on maybe, I'd have let you waste another guy. It really feels like someone betrayed you here. Someone took advantage of you, and they did not respect you for who you are. So your advice is to stand up for yourself and to not see yourself as the victim, to accept this for what it is, but to acknowledge that you deserve more, Aquarius. You do. We also have Army of Me by Bjork with Rage here. Stand up, you've got to manage. I won't sympathize anymore. And if you complain once more, you'll meet an army of me. Literally, Spirit's like, fight, Aquarius. You got this. You deserve more. And your last song is A Hot Tub Dream Machine by Toby Lou, which has been coming out a lot lately because it's the archetype healer. So this card is all about healing. It's about separating, protecting, getting away from what is causing you pain, and then healing. And this thing about healing is acknowledging with this card that you have outgrown the situation and that you're different now. These people may continue to do the same things and going around in the same cycles that they always get stuck in. But for you, it's all about growth and moving forward and accepting new possibilities of abundance. So that's what I see for you, Aquarius. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to pack up. Oh, how dare they take advantage of you like that? How dare they not commit to you in the way that you are committing to them? Goodness me. I'm so excited for what 2022 has in store for you, though. I feel like I need to do a reading on 2022 now. I'm here talking, this is supposed to be a 2021 reading, and I'm like getting more hyped for the next year. I will eventually. Maybe in December we'll go live again and I'll do a 2022 predictions. But yeah, let's just focus on 2021 for now. The year is barely ended. It's we still got like Sagittarius and Capricorn season yet. All right. Let me pack these up and then we're on to Pisces. I know that there are a lot of Pisces in this beautiful spiritual world, so thank you so much for being patient. I appreciate y'all, the last 4 groups, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Thank you for being so patient and for staying or for coming back. For some of y'all, you left and then you came back. Thank you. Let me shuffle these cards and cleanse the energy for our last group. I can't believe I've been streaming for this long. This is how long my Patreon live streams used to go, over 3 hours. I do miss it in many ways, but at the same time, it's not something I could do all the time. Holy heck. Especially not in this heat. Like, wow. I pretty much sweat off all of my makeup in terms of my foundation. Okay. Please help me to cleanse all the energy so that I may prepare for the Piscean crew. Please help me to cleanse my body, my home, and my cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, group Pisces. Group Pisces. We didn't get the moon yet. I wonder if y'all will have the moon. What can Pisces expect for 2021, Spirit, the end of 2021? What can Pisces expect for the end of 2021? Ooh, we have the 6 of Cups coming out for you reversed. What can Pisces expect for the end of 2021? We have the Knight of Swords reversed. What can Pisces expect for the end of 2021? Oh, wow, okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. It literally came out in such a grand way. I feel like this is a grand gesture. Interesting. I'm getting so many mixed messages, so I don't know if there's a lot of Pisces people, but I feel like if there's not going to be one cohesive message, I'll try to keep a theme for you to all focus on, but I feel like there's going to be a few different messages within your group. We have the Knight of Wands reversed as well. Bottom deck energy is the Judgment card reversed. Oh, baby boy, he's so hot. All right, I'm looking at Kirk, by the way, just some random person outside. Interesting, Pisces. So the first thing that I got for y'all is that for some of you, a relationship could be reaching a new point of commitment. I just feel like there's this idea of doing like a grand gesture. So before this year ends, I feel like if you're in a relationship, your partner may be wanting to take things more seriously or just wanting to show you that they care about you. It feels like this is someone who may have been neglecting your emotional needs as of late, and maybe they're just busy, literally, but they just want to make more memories with you. Regardless of a partner or not, for all of you Pisces babies, I do see you wanting to make more memories. I see lots of photographs being taken. I see like an opportunity to really cherish people in your life. And with the 6 of Cups reversed, I see you just being more like active with the way that you show love. Now, this is mostly because you're getting this FOMO feeling as you end this year. Maybe you're getting a lot of reminders about like, you know, the end of 2021 or like the end of school or the end of this, the end of that. And it's making you feel like, oh my God, like things are happening so quickly. There's almost like a weird feeling of being flustered here, as though you're running out of time and like you haven't had the opportunity to do a lot of things that you've wanted to. Now, this is a feeling that a lot of people are going through, so I also just want you to know that you're not alone there, obviously. As the year ends, you're going to feel flustered, but a lot of people around you are feeling that as well. The other thing about you is I feel like you might be torn between 2 directions here. As this year ends, there's a feeling of wanting to do something versus needing to do something else. So it feels like on one hand, this opportunity is happening very fast and there's not enough information for us to take it. Whereas on the other hand, this opportunity is really exciting, and as unexpected as it is, it's something that feels spontaneous and creative, so we're going to do it. Now, Whatever you choose to do, your mind is undecided, Pisces. The end of this year is going to kind of make you feel like, what direction do I take? Whatever it is that you do, I see that the overall feeling is that you don't want to miss out. So the best way that you could kind of come to a conclusion when it comes to anything that you feel torn between is, what am I going to feel less worried about missing out on? And then go towards whatever it is that you feel you can't miss out on, you know? I don't know why, but you just feel torn here. Now, there seems to be, with these two knights reversed, a lot of frustration because of inaction. I don't get like it from you though, if that makes sense. Like it's messing me up a little bit, because it feels like this is more things that want to happen for you, but you seem to be blocking it off a little bit, and it doesn't feel bad. Like, how do I better word this, Spirit? The Six of Swords reversed. It's interesting. It's like, if there are any delays for the end of the year, they're happy delays. It feels like they had to happen so that you could do something else instead. It's a weird feeling of like, damn, like I've double booked myself again. And then all of a sudden that person calls and cancels on you, and you're like, oh yay, I don't have to do that, I can do this then. Like, I'm not the person that double booked myself, they're the person that canceled. That's the best way that I can describe it. And it's this weird feeling of like, it keeps happening to you throughout the rest of 2021. So please be careful with your double booking in the first place. But know that if something doesn't go according to plan, it's almost instantly, with these two knights reversed, going to reveal itself to you as to why. Like, if you didn't get to go to that restaurant that you really wanted to, that afternoon, like, somebody else is going to call you and say, hey, are you free? And you'll be like, yeah, actually, I had to cancel my booking. Like, I'm completely free. There's going to be a heck of a lot of that for you as this year ends. So just stay open to these last minute changes. The other thing that I'm feeling for you, though, is with the Two of Wands here in the upright, it feels like you're planning some pretty big things for the next year. And I want to say, stay in planning mode. Don't commit yourself to anything yet. Don't make any big investments yet. Stay open to opportunities and let people keep giving you things, right? I don't know why. People just want to give you things. Maybe your sun is in a different sign for some of y'all and it's your birthday, but it's like you're going to get a lot of new opportunities as this year ends, and one of them is really worth investing in, and you're not going to be confused about it. So I want to say, just keep planning, allow your opportunities to be open for now, and then in 2022, that's when you start to take action. That's when you start to make moves. I feel the main reason behind all of this is because more information needs to come your way. The situation is still very dark, and it's very hard for me to read accurately because I feel like there is more to be revealed for you in 2022. I'm getting that feeling again for you, like a lot of the other groups. As this year wraps up, if you're confused about anything, or if you don't feel 100% confident in making a decision or taking action, like these two knights reversed, then don't force action. Just wait it out. Stay in planning mode. Let the opportunities keep coming in, and then take action. I see a reinvention on the cards for you as we speak. And I see that, honestly, in 2022, some of you could be in a very different position to where you're at right now. What this feels like is like maybe being a little bit lost, right, as this year wraps up, but then all of a sudden in May, having all your answers there, like being in a different job, having a different home. It may not be that drastic, but it's like it's still being written here. With this Judgment card reversed, it's like you're still creating this future. And I know that that's technically an energy that we're all in, but I want to say that if there is confusion here with you taking big actions towards your future and needing to commit yourself to some to some pretty big goals, then just don't force it. That confusion is there, acting like a veil, trying to kind of stop you and slow you down until the time to act is obvious. This year ends with a very sentimental, nostalgic feeling for you, Pisces. And it feels like you're not supposed to just make all these big moves. You're supposed to just kind of look at your options, do what feels exciting for now, and you know, whatever you can't do, trust that it fell apart in order to make room for other things in your life right now. And these are small things, right? Like the examples I was using, like that restaurant canceling on you so that you can see a friend instead. Those littler things that lead to more moments of opportunity. I feel that all these little things are helping prepare you for some bigger changes in your future, for something very big with the Judgment card reversed, but you're not open to that yet. You're not ready for that yet. So in order for that to happen, these last minute little things have to happen first. What else does Pisces need to know about the end of 2021, Spirit? It's like they're trying to get you ready for something, but they don't want you to know what that is because they don't want to scare you and overwhelm you with the idea of all of this change happening. But you do need to know it is positive, and you're already being like climatized towards it through small changes now. Little things like accidentally double booking yourself, or feeling torn between two things and needing to intuitively pick which one is right. And it might just continue to compound until you feel like you can trust yourself more, until you feel like you've got a better grip of, you know, unexpected, spontaneous changes, and until you feel like you're more open to bigger things coming in as well. But I do get, for many of you, that there is romance here and a deepening of a commitment, especially with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to stop shuffling. I was getting carried away yarning. Okay. So your bottom deck energy is yin and yang, and I am getting this feeling of balancing things out for you. But as this year ends, it's more about balancing out what is exciting versus what is something that is just here to confuse you. Now, the main reason I say that is because these little things, yeah, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with the same message. Sorry, that's a terrible way of putting it. But I do want to say that as this year ends, things are going to be balancing out for you, Pisces. I do see the opportunity for synergy in your life, and I see that the only way that you get this balance is by action being taken from you, so that it's less confusing, less overwhelming, and so that you can go back into planning mode where you thrive. Getting your imagination into this and allowing your thoughts to really create this future that is going to be happening for you. In order to get you ready to take action when it is necessary, you're going to need to start to make little decisions, which you probably didn't even need to know about, but I accidentally read too far into it. So all of these little changes, little decisions are helping you make some big changes in your future, which will take hold in 2022. And it gets you feeling more comfortable and capable and more trusting of your decision-making process. I see things balancing out for you helpfully, as in you have more room for people in your life, and especially a romantic partner. If you're in a relationship, this person feels like they weren't spending enough romantic time with you. I feel like this person does want to spend more time with you, creating more memories. You're going to want to create more memories with loved ones. I see a lot of photos. I see you printing photos, like doing maybe photo albums for loved ones as gifts, or just doing like family photos for loved ones. I see you feeling more confident. Excuse me, that was my alarm. That was when I was supposed to stop filming. I see you feeling more confident about your connections and about where you stand with people. With anxiety reversed, you're kind of having to let go of your fear. It's not easy though. You're still stressed about something in your future. It could be money. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but you're just putting it on the back burner. As we end 2021, you're not wanting to focus on that. You're wanting to focus on other things. With patience reversed, you are frustrated about how certain things are playing out. But I want to say again, you're not focusing on that. You're trying to focus on other things. I also feel that something unexpected is going to happen in a good way, and it's small. I don't want to make it out to be bigger than it is. It's those little things, like somebody, you know, canceling and this happening instead. So just stay open to those little setbacks. They are happening so that better things can come through, especially for you. It doesn't sound very grand. Oh, excuse me, I just cut out. It doesn't sound very grand, but it's supposed to be that way, Pisces, so that you're ready for those big grand gestures when they do come through. Can we clarify if I've missed anything for Pisces? What else can they expect for the end of 2021, Spirit? Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Why? Why did it have to be stuck to me? I know I'm a little bit sweaty, but that was ridiculous. We also have communication is key down here. New Moon and Gemini for you. So that card as your bottom deck energy is telling me that the way that all of this is going is that I feel like you need to keep in touch with certain people. I do see here with the Six of Cups reversed, someone could be coming to you with something, sweets. I feel like I don't see a heck of a lot of movement for you, but I see people moving towards you. And I see that for some of you, if this isn't someone who's a part of your life now, this is someone who is like missing you and trying to figure out how to get back to you. I don't mean to add all these little side notes and random big messages to your reading, but there is just this feeling of love here in your reading and wanting to make a grand gesture, but feeling as though they haven't been able to make the time to do that. So if you are manifesting love and you're single, I see that love will probably find you in 2022, but it is about staying open and allowing these little changes to happen as well, unexpectedly, which is where you're kind of being primed, you know, through this little setback here. Are you going to be open to this instead? Yes. Okay, let's give you something bigger this time. It's like Spirit's testing your flexibility here, because there is a serious opportunity coming your way, and if you've been confused about taking action, it's because this serious opportunity hasn't come yet. When it comes, there'll be no confusion. I want to say as well that this anxiety and what you've been worried about, especially if it has to do money, you're going to get more information about that very, very soon. In fact, for many of you, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is going to be the answer to a lot of your prayers. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is literally like oh, thank God you're here feeling. And it's something that many of you have been waiting for a long time. Now, I feel like this is where we split again. Pisces, I don't know if there's a lot of you, but I'm just getting a lot of different messages. The Ace of Pentacles isn't something that you need to grab. It's something that's given to you. You don't have to try hard for it. It's something that's just given to you, especially with the cardinal moon here reversed. There is this feeling of you not taking a lot of action as this year ends, but simply staying open to opportunity and being given something very significant before this year is over, which will lead you to more growth in 2022. The last message for you is don't let the past hold you back, South Node, which is where I feel 2021 is trying to get you to. 2021 is trying to wrap up in a way of allowing you to look back at the year with nostalgia. Maybe you feel like you need to rush because the year's nearly over and you haven't done a heck of a lot of things, but at the same time, you're also learning to let go of the things that never happened, because like you can't go back and change them and make them happen anyway. You're also learning to surrender a lot of the things that you can't control, and you're learning to try to be more present while also using your imagination to create the reality that you want. I feel as you continue to let go of your past and as you continue to let go of the setbacks and the things that you can't do, you are gradually making room for more opportunity in your life. And that's where I just want to get some final advice for you from Spirit. Is there any more advice for Pisces, Spirit? For many of you, you could be starting a completely new career, hey, in the next year. That's what it feels like, but it really depends on how open you are to that possibility. Yeah, there is someone that really misses you. And it feels like this is a lover for most of you. It feels like this card is haunting me. The Hot Tub Dream Machine by Toby Lou. It feels like this is a lover and they're just wanting to take your connection to the next level. We have Appreciation, See You Girl by Steve Lacy. So your advice from Spirit is to honestly just continue to stay open. I feel with this card, somebody is really missing you, Pisces. I haven't seen you in a while. You know I miss you, babe. When you hear this song, feel flattered. It's about your face and how I miss it, and I wish that I could see it more. This song is so cute. I used to be obsessed with this song, See You Girl by Steve Lacy. Appreciation. Spirit wants you to be appreciative of what is here, because I feel like they're trying to keep you open to more. But at the same time, I think that whatever's coming your way is serious and it could feel confrontational, right? when we're not expecting it and something serious comes in, it's kind of like a, like it shocks us a little bit. So Spirit's like, just please stay open. Don't feel too confronted. Allow this to ground itself and to really add more value to your life, whether it's a strengthening of a relationship, a new job opportunity. It is serious and it comes with this sort of shock value on your side. We also have admiration here. Admiration is the song Let Me Adore You by Soko. This song is beautiful too. I think she wrote it for her daughter, but it's a beautiful love song, very serious love song. So have a look at it if you want to. The lyrics for this song is nude is how I like you best. Forget everyone else, just rest your head upon my chest, undress. So there is this beautiful feeling of like admiration, appreciation, and new beginnings coming in from Spirit. And I feel like that Spirit trying to tell you, like, just stay open. Know that you are missed, you are loved, and there is this strong feeling of like, you have an admirer. You have an admirer. I mean, listen, love is strong here. Love came through so strong for you, Pisces. So if you're not in a relationship, I feel that coming for you very soon. Like literally, you got this serious energy about you. We also have Genesis as your last card. So this is an energy, and the song is The New Road by Vanilla Gorilla. You got to keep an open mind. You know that everything's going to be all right. Pay attention to the signs. Hope you know that you control your mind. So this new beginning is all happening because you kept your mind open, because you stayed in planning mode and you allowed your imagination to be your biggest strength. If you can't take action, don't take action. You know, you've got all these signs here with the two Knights reverse that things may not be progressing in the way that you want as you wrap up this year. You're going to feel frustrated that you couldn't take as many actions as you wanted to, but that's fine. Just stay open and be ready for when you can take action. When you're supposed to take action, you're not supposed to be confused. It's going to be very obvious that now is the time to take action. Pisces, I hope that was helpful. You had so many different messages come through, and I can appreciate that at times the messages could have felt contradictory. So please just take what resonates. Don't force anything to fit. You're a group that I feel is going to have to be very patient as this year ends. You have an opportunity coming in that is all about adding more serious sort of commitments to your life, but you don't need to look at it like that. Looking at it like that creates anxiety and stress. The way that this is supposed to ground itself is that it's supposed to add more meaning to your life. It's supposed to give you this feeling of admiration and appreciation, and it's supposed to give you more opportunities. So stay open. You're still creating a very rich future for yourself, and I see some big changes happening in 2022, all dependent upon your flexibility to stay open. So if you want big change, stay open and keep co-creating with the universe. Keep saying yes. And when something doesn't go according to plan, just let it take hold as it's supposed to. I see a lot of little canceled plans leading to bigger things. So stay open to those canceled plans. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Whether you're a Pisces or whether you stayed for all the signs, I really appreciate you being here. I've got to go turn the aircon on and maybe get the fans turned back on, get some ventilation back in here. But I really appreciate your energy. Before you go, I just want to thank our spiritual teams, your ancestors, my ancestors, your guides, my guides, and our angels for being here and helping me channel these messages, for giving me the energy to do that, and for also keeping me safe while doing so. I appreciate all of you for being here, and I shall see you very, very soon in another reading. Bye!